Oh, that was a quick one. Yep, you're muted, Chris. Chris, you're on mute. You're on mute, Chris.
What?
Chris, no, there you are. Now I can hear you.
I'm not even on mute. Like, I'm really not. Oh, Bestie's just joined with like 6 minutes. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Gallowgateshots YouTube channel.
The
That was
best.
the worst start we've ever done.
I know. We'll say that every single week. We will try and make you sync to the same time as us soon enough.
They've already kicked off on watching live, man.
It's half time where you are at the minute. Bestie, if you can hear we, mate, give us a nod if you can hear we. Right, so Bestie, if you put yours on HD, then we're going to have to try and catch up somehow because you might have to pause. But, hi everybody. Thanks for joining me. There he is, Mr. Best.
Oh, God, I look big there. Hang on a sec.
Even Bestie.
That's not the camera, mate.
So yes, we've had some issues getting synced up because we're all watching different channels and different devices. So we're about 3 weeks behind the actual live stream. But fear not, we'll give you the normal countdown to kick off and time check, and we'll get everybody on.
Just scored on mine.
Yes, we're staying up against West Ham.
Right, so Bestie, have you got yours on now?
Yep, Jermaine Beckford's on.
Oh, right, okay. I think you might have to pause for a little while, mate.
I've got Dion Dublin talking at the minute, so
I think it's going to be.
We're at least in the right area because Beckford's in the studio now, unless he's still playing on Besties.
So at least we're watching the same program. They're not just starting it.
Yeah. I think what's going to be best is obviously if anybody watching, including you, Bestie, if you're ahead when the players come out the tunnel, press pause.
Well, I'll pause it. We're about to go to an advert break, so I'll just pause it when the adverts kick in.
All right.
And then when you catch up,
Great shout. So
are you on Premier League? Are you on Sky Sports Premier League or Sky Sports Main Event?
Premier League.
Premier League, good. Happy days.
I'm on Main Event actually, but it doesn't matter.
There's an advert started. Let us know when you get to the advert. The first advert starts, and that's where I am now. I think it's for about 365. It's a gambling company with some description.
Yeah, it is 365.
There must be a way where this is easier. I'll tell you that now.
Right, they're about to go Saints on at the minute for me. Like it's about to go.
I've got Saint as well. Yep.
Yeah, any second.
Jamal. First half live.
First half live.
Saturday night football.
Saturday night.
Fill a line down the green
Bestie.
couch I've got.
Bestie, now.
No.
Now. We're in Bet365. Man as an astronaut.
Right.
Perfect chicken in his garage.
Right, we're done. Right.
That's it.
We're done.
Everybody's
gone now.
Oh wow. Right, let's get out of business. Right, so as we're just saying there,
let's get down to business.
Martin Dubravka is back in goal eventually. Something which a few have been asking for the last handful of games. Decker, you were obviously on the fence where Darlow hasn't really done anything wrong, so he should be keeping his spot. But now that you see him in goal, do you feel that a little bit more confident?
No. I don't feel bad about it. Certainly not. I wouldn't. It doesn't do anything for us in regards to confidence. But I think the change is the right time. I definitely believe that. How maybe it's happened and how it's being dealt with is maybe for a different debate. But yeah, no, I'm happy to see him back in. Fingers crossed. He's on it because it's hard when you've been out, especially in that position. When you've been out for as long as he has, to come back in and be on it can be difficult. So fingers crossed he is.
Yeah. Your thoughts on it, Mark?
I'm pleased to see him back. I've got more confidence having him in goal than I have Darlow. I know we've had conversations about it privately, but he gives me more confidence. I think he's a better organizer of his defence. He's got better distribution of the ball, more command. So I just feel that he talks to the defenders more, he shouts at them and that kind of thing. So whether that'll keep them more switched on, because we've seen individual errors and we've seen individual errors from Darlow, soft goals conceded as well. So yes, I'm happy to see him back in there.
I'll switch it around with you, Bestie, because everybody knows your opinions on Caldolo.
I don't mind him. He's proved he's had a great season, but he's clearly the second to Martin Dubravka for me. Like,
but the question I'm going to put towards you, mate, it doesn't really make a difference who's in goal, does it? At this moment in time, it's that midfield.
I wouldn't say it doesn't make a difference. I think your goalkeeper can make a huge difference to your team. You know what I mean? When you look at, like, if we go back to 95, 96, Peter Schmeichel made a huge difference to Man U. Had it been whoever their second choice goalkeeper was at the time, Roy Carroll, maybe Raymond van der Houw, I think Newcastle win the league. So I think your goalkeeper can make a huge difference. The way Newcastle play, the amount of the volume of saves that Caldolo's had to make this season, it's hard to think that Dubravka would have made a massive difference, because Darlow hasn't done an awful lot wrong, to be honest with you. But then, like Mark says, I mean, it's more than just keeping shots out. It's talking to your defence. It's what you like with the ball at your feet. It's your distribution. So I think Dubravka kind of trumps Darlow. I think Darlow might be the better stopper, but Dubravka all around is easily a better goalkeeper for me. So I think Wood will be in a much better position had Dubravka been in all season. Maybe, but not by much. I don't think it would have made a huge difference, if I'm honest.
Yeah. Decker, is there any way in regards to the, not necessarily formation, but the starting position and the players in the starting 11, is there any area which is worrying you? Because there's one area which is worrying me a lot. Now, I want to see if it's the same area.
Well, for me, it's the fullbacks. For me. And I think the time and time again.
On Dummett. Did you not touch last week saying that you would like to see Dummett back in?
Yes, that's who I wanted to see tonight. Yes, I did. Yeah. Obviously, that hasn't happened. And I think it's not it's not just about the individuals we've got in them positions. We've got to make sure that we're protecting them. You know, other men on the field have to protect them, because there's too many times for me that I'm seeing my fullbacks be left one-on-one. You go back to the Chelsea game when I think it was Werner absolutely tore Kraft apart. He's one-on-one. We're leaving them one-on-one. Rashford's goal, he's one-on-one. Like, we need to be helping with fullbacks as well. But I would have liked to have seen Dummett maybe come in, because I just think he's so defensively solid and defensive minded than what Lewis is. That's just how I feel.
The Wolves players have just came out of the tunnel now towards the dugout. If anybody's watching, so if they did pause it,
just a heads up to everybody watching. We're probably around about, I would say, between 30 seconds to 45 seconds behind the majority of yous. So when the players take the knee, that's probably the best time to pause it. Then we'll tell you as well when the players. I'll tell you what, pause it as soon as they obviously take the knee, not when they stand back up. As soon as they take the knee, if you want to pause it, then get in sync with us, and we'll tell you when the players are doing the same on our screen. The players are coming out the tunnel now, if that means anything to anybody. Mark, what's your thoughts on the likes of the fullbacks?
Yeah, the fullbacks. I mean, the fullbacks have been a bit of a worry. As Bestie just said there as well, the centre of midfield were a bit soft as well. But I think Lewis has definitely got the pace to keep up with Traore, so he might, it mightn't trouble him as much as Dummett.
And he's gone.
I thought that was me there.
So, and he's gone. Bestie, what's your thoughts on it? Sorry, Mark.
I really want Lewis to do well. I really want Jamal Lewis to succeed in Newcastle, but he's struggled all through the season. I mean, we're now late February, March on Monday, and he just hasn't managed to come to terms with it. But whether it's him, whether he's been let down by kind of the players playing ahead of him or what, it's one of the, as I say, I really want him to do well, but I cannot really. The signs aren't great, are they? And the same with Emil Kraft as well. Like, since the start of last season, I want players to do well at Newcastle. I want Manchester to do well at Newcastle, but it's hard to look at Kraft after what are we now 20 months in, and to kind of think, oh yeah, he's got it. Like, he's going to be able to do it. It's a shame, and I don't think he's as dreadful as people kind of seem to think he is, but he still isn't great. Like, I would have rather kept Yedlin as opposed to Kraft.
Yeah, I think most people are probably in agreement with you, to be honest. I'm wondering if there's anybody else I would need to speak to. Well, yeah, so before we kick off, I want to mention Steve Bruce in his press conferences once again. So obviously on the build-up of the game yesterday, I think that guy, your lights gone off.
Yeah, I know.
On a
That's
sensor.
going to happen quite often.
On the build-up of the game, he was asked a question by one of the journalists, obviously about laughing at the end of the Man U game with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer there. And Bruce didn't like that question. Another question which Bruce didn't like, even though it can be answered quite easily, I would imagine, saying that, I made a mistake. I should have, like... He could have turned around and said, Ollie, yes, I've known him for 20 years. I made a mistake. I should have left conversations till I got in the lights of the tunnel, away from the cameras. But he didn't. He basically said that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was complimenting our performance.
His answer was good when he actually gave his answer. You know, he answered the reason as to why he was doing it, but it was his reaction to the question and stuff like that. I mean, we all sat here at the time when he did it and said, "What is he doing? Why is he reacting like that? It's absolutely ridiculous for him to be laughing and carrying it on like that." But fair enough on the answer he's gave, but he's rattled, isn't he? He's massively rattled at the minute. You can see it with, you know.
Mark, I'm going to pause. I think the players are going to take the knee.
They are just about to, I think. Yep.
So if people want to pause it when the players do take the knee, then we'll tell you when they're doing it on our screen as well. They've probably already done it on yours.
Mike Dean there in purple. Did anybody see Traore greasing up there on his arms as well?
Yeah.
I did, yeah. It was really attractive.
There he is.
There's M-Dubs, he's back. M-Dubs took his toes.
There's one. Right, so we're going to start.
Number one.
We'll start a tally, right? I've got my pen and paper. We'll start a tally every time the camera pans to Darlow. Right, so remember, pause when the players take the knee, everybody watching. Yeah. If you haven't done so, pause when they kick off.
And the down.
Taking the knee now on ours.
Well, two of them are. Oh, look. There's only a couple of them down. Oh, no, everybody else has gone down now. I thought that was maybe something that's...
And they're up, yeah. And we're going to kick off now.
And we're underway.
Come on, lads.
Go on, Miggy, lads. So, lads, score predictions.
Come say hi.
What we're saying? Bestie?
1-1.
1-1. Decker?
Yeah.
It was 1-1 for me, but I don't like to... I like to try and have a different one. I'm going to go for 2-1 us.
2-1. Chris? Score prediction?
I can't see we're winning the game. So I'll go the same as Bestie, 1-1 at best.
Yeah,
it's a weird one, isn't it?
What's yours, Mark?
Mine's my head's saying 1-1, but my heart's saying 2-1 win. So I'm gonna go daft. I've had a couple of cans. I'm going to say 2-1 Newcastle.
It's a funny thing, isn't it? Like that second half against Man United was awful, but the first half was quite promising, and I thought the Chelsea game, for all it wasn't brilliant, it was better than we've seen earlier in the season. I think they're playing better now than they were like 6 weeks ago, like around Christmas time, New Year. I mean, they couldn't play any worse, could they? But it's still the Callum Wilson being missing is massive for me. Like, not just the goals he scores, but the amount he kind of gives you away from that as well.
That was well worked. There was nobody attacking that header though, back across.
You want to go back?
I thought it was going to fall over there. 1-0.
It just feels like a huge game tonight, doesn't it?
Hello, Denver.
It does a bit with Brighton dropping points there, and the teams around. But
what a mad game that was, eh?
I didn't see it. I've just seen the kind of fallout on Twitter and on WhatsApp and stuff.
Two missed penalties and a dodgy free kick.
I've not stopped the day. I've literally, it's not the first time I've sat down, but I've been working. I went for me walk. I've had dinner, and then I've put our feet to bed. So this is the first time I've kind of had a chance to do any football stuff tonight. I don't even know what the results are for the most part. Man City won 2-1, didn't they?
I'm just finding things here.
21 games under wins now.
That when the light goes off, I wonder if I can just throw in the air and then it'll come back on because it's going to get boring really quickly. Having to
get
stand
something
up
under the sensor.
You have to get some tape and just tape the socket down, the switch down.
Nah, it's on a sensor.
Yeah, it'll be on a sensor. Isn't that when you first walk in the room? You've got to hit the sensor on the wall.
No, that's on all the time. Yeah, that's on all the time. It's just on a time sensor.
Now get one of them little Roombas that skids about on its own. Them Roomba things.
Aye, something like that, yeah.
Or a pet cat.
I've got like someone's hat. I don't know who it is. I'm just going to hide that in the air when it goes off. See what.
Well, you need like on on
graduation.
Home Alone where he's got the train track set up with the
Scott
cardboard
cables,
cutout. Get one of them set up, just going around and round in a circle underneath the sensor.
Check out what you should do. Tie that cable, the VGA cable, to the hat, and just swing it.
And I'll put it on the floor and just pull it along a bit.
I literally
All
had
right,
to stand up quite far, before as well.
Right, so one of the questions in straight away.
What's going on here with this goal kick?
Right, one of the questions is from. I've just lost it. So opinions on the Shelby interview. That's from Michael Sullivan. Shelby is personally, from my point of view, Shelby's always going to come out and defend Steve Bruce because he's getting game time under Steve Bruce. Game time which he wasn't necessarily getting under Rafa.
Rafa out of position
all the time. I'm not sure your opinion on it, Bestie.
Yeah, I mean, I've kind of long held the opinion that Shelby likes Bruce because Bruce is Rafa was very. I mean, you get abused for talking about Rafa, but it's a comparison to make, isn't it? Because they're the two managers that he's played for. Well, I'm McLaren, I suppose. But yeah, Shelby. He strikes us as the kind of player who likes just to kind of play football and isn't really into the kind of the strategy side of it or the tactical side of it or like that. And for him, I suppose.
Go on, Mickey, lad.
He's done well there.
That's
I suppose playing for Steve Bruce is probably perfect for him because he just turns up and has a kick about and he can do his bit quarterbacking and that and jobs are good and so yeah. I've not seen the whole thing. I've just seen the kind of quotes that everyone's jumped on and it doesn't really inspire much confidence. I seen what you said about Bielsa as well, apparently. About how we had to tell, was it Rodrigo? We had to tell Rodrigo to stand still because he's moving around too much.
Yeah, 6'6" says that they run around too much. They're doing nothing.
Oh, that's what I used to say to people on Sunday morning, but I was fat and rubbish.
It's basically Almiron.
Stand still, mate.
Well, that's what I said the other week, didn't I? Mickey would be brilliant in the Leeds team because it's the way he is. Loads of energy, loads of movement. The opposite of Shelby, isn't it?
That's the Willock. Willock's.
Ooh.
Should do better there.
Who ahead of that, like?
Do better.
So I get some power in behind that. Nice little move, like, to be fair.
He's
he's completely unmarked. Look at that. I mean, that is terrible.
Yeah, he's better there. He's never been the most.
Didn't put his neck into it, did he?
He never had the most cutting of edges, Isaac, has he? I love him. I think I really like Isaac Hayden as well, but he's not really a threat in the box, is he?
So he did well against Chelsea last season. Was that last season or the season before?
Last season.
Long ago. Now, doesn't it?
From a good full yard out.
Yeah.
Go on, John Joe. Yep, there it is, over the top, offside. No one there. I don't want to get on his back straight away, but it.
That was a shite ball.
Well, Joe was running. Then
well, he's slow enough without you on his back, Bestie.
Christ, you think Tony the Fridge works hard? I've been saying this for years, right? Like Tony the Fridge runs around with whatever's in that fridge, like whatever the weight of that fridge is on his back, right? Like he's a fit bloke. I reckon I carry him more around just as fat.
Every day.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, wait a second.
Where am I?
Well, aircraft.
Yeah, I'll start something. You're
not doing it. You're not doing it for charity, though.
I was telling you there, Dubravka's far better with his passing than Darlow Lakewood.
That was terrible.
It was rotten on it. It was really poor. Get into maximum good.
Mark, do you want to give a time check, Mark?
We're just past the 6.5 minute mark, and we're coming up to 6:36, 37, 38, 39, 40.
Well, I'm 2 or 3 seconds ahead of you.
I had 2 seconds on what Mark just said.
Yep.
I'm 47, 48, 49, 50.
Oh, Mark's going to fast forward. He's going to be about 10 seconds ahead now.
That's a free kick, surely. Does he give a foul to us there, is he? Yeah, I thought he would. Yeah.
If anybody does want to sign up to become a member tonight, you can do so. And it means that we can all afford Sky in the future, so we don't have to dig about by pausing different streams.
You could have it half price, but you're too tight for that.
Because half price is still ridiculous, mate.
Come on, Big Joe.
Right, let's see how Dubravka's kicking is now, eh? We've been give him credit. Let's see. Oh, I wanted Joe.
Good on, Joe. Go on, matey.
Keep that on the deck, man.
It was just one rash pass there. He tried to pass to Shelby and it seemed to just go straight to the Wolves player, but it didn't matter. Nothing happened. So
Who was the keeper the other week? Was it Arsenal? No. Oh, it was Liverpool's keeper. He just done two absolute
offside.
massive errors in like the space of a few minutes of each other.
Allison, aye.
Allison was, yeah.
oh, that was it was bad. That wasn't it?
Two in a row. Like, it was ridiculous, and I'm sure they conceded off both of them.
Yeah,
I really like him, Allison. Like,
amazing. No, he's a great keeper.
he's just got a big friendly face.
He had the flu in that, didn't he, or something? And he wasn't very well or something. And
His dad's died.
Yeah, car crash, didn't he? Not long since that.
He can't go back because of COVID.
That was the same with Jurgen Klopp as well. Did his mum not die? His mum died, and he couldn't go back as well.
That's right. About 4 nights ago.
Lee, how do you become a member, guys? You can become a member if you're watching on your phone. If you turn your phone portrait mode, then go onto the main page. You can do it that way, I think.
That way.
Yeah. If not, I think it's probably best if people in the comments give you a shout how to do it, because
Darryl and Neil are the experts, like, aren't they, in the comments?
Yeah, there's a lot of people saying that Allison's dad didn't die in a car crash; he drowned.
Didn't he drown? Yeah, he drowned. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it was me. I've misinformed you.
I was going to say
that had happened. To be fair,
Mark just thought he had the flu.
No, I thought it was of either natural causes or some sort of illness, as opposed to something horrific like that.
I think I might be mixing up with Tiger Woods, who isn't apparently dead yet.
He definitely had a car crash.
He did. Didn't look very clever, did it?
He seems to have been very lucky to come off the way he has.
For bloke who's got a reputation for his driving as well.
Yeah, no DUI this time, which is nice to hear.
How old's Tiger now? Must be the wrong side of 40.
He's 45.
Yeah.
You should know, Bestie.
Mate, I'm 38 for 3 days, so.
Oh, so your birthday coming up, Mr. Best?
Tuesday, aye.
Go on,
Joe.
He's got like 3 days. Well, he's done well.
This has been a good move. This has.
It's not been an awful first 10 minutes, has it?
We'll say this.
Every week.
Every time. Come on, man.
I know.
Just think it. Don't say it. Just think it.
Oh, it makes no difference.
Go on. Go on then.
Oh, I thought I was going to. Well done.
Get in.
Come on.
That Joe again.
Spread.
Did anyone see the comments about Joe? What Steve Bruce was saying? I didn't read them in full because I tend to ignore anything that Steve Bruce says. Something to do with he had a bad knock or something, or illness or something like that, was it?
Well, he went off, didn't he? He was holding his hip slash.
But
then Bruce came out and said it was his groin. But I mean, I'm no doctor, but I'm 99.9% sure that's not where his groin is, where he was holding.
Well, Joe can't find the target very often, so I wouldn't be surprised if his groin is on the side of his head.
Less of that.
Ball is on side as well.
I mean, you lad, pull it back. Oh!
Mark, you're ahead.
I guess I'm a second ahead.
Yeah.
What a ball. Shelby's ball here was class.
It's a really good ball, this.
Oh,
Miggy is
look at this player playing him on down here.
That's a great
Miggy
pass.
did brilliantly there. It's a great ball by Shelby, it is.
But why didn't he pull it back? Oh.
In fairness,
it's opposite post.
Great effort, that, like.
It's the opposite post, isn't it, what he hit in his debut?
Literally, if he just rolls that back, you've got a couple of them edge of the box. I think it's maybe Hayden is standing unmarked.
Yeah. I'm expecting him to shoot there. Like, if I'm being honest with you, it's on his good side. He's
I would as well. Yeah.
He's definitely had a haircut as well, like, hasn't he?
That's been a clip as that, like.
That was a nice move, that, like.
It really was. Yeah, it was.
It was a really good move. It was a great ball by Shelby. The awareness.
Yeah, because he wasn't even looking, was he? He just seemed to know that he was going to be making that run.
That's a frustrating thing with Shelby, and we've been saying it for like how long's he been here for now? 6 years or something? 5 years? That he can do stuff like that. He can pull something out, like a rabbit out of the hat like that, and then he'll have 80 minutes where the game passes him by.
It's along the lines of what you were saying, though, Best. He just wants to, play football and hit the ball. He doesn't like the dirty side of the game, of the tracking back, the tackling, and that kind of thing.
Yeah,
it's something
it feels
that
way, like.
even Decker says. Who's a big fan of him. You always see that he's a luxury player.
Well, Decker's even self-finished his haircut now.
Absolutely. I still think that. I still think that we ask things of Shelby that Shelby can't do. Likewise, ask Caden to play that pass that he's just done there. You wouldn't ask Caden because he can't do it. So I don't know why we keep asking Shelby to run 100 miles a game and tackle every single man on the field. He's not going to do it. I don't know why the argument still exists.
According to Shelby, that's what Bruce makes everybody do: run around and work hard for him.
Well, maybe I'm not really interested in what he's going to say because, we all know that he's going to say something that's. That's going to annoy someone, and he's obviously going to stick up for Bruce. He's obviously finding it easier under Bruce. It's just obvious, isn't it? It's not rocket science to know he's going to say that.
Decker makes a good point there. It's not as if he's going to sit there and go it's crap now with him. I wish Rafa was still here. A player kind of say that, can he? So I always think that when you get managers press conferences and stuff, and I don't listen to Bruce's because it's like when Boris Johnson comes out and do the coronavirus things, I'll do something else. I kind of bait to have on my television, but with the stuff that you get with managers, not just Bruce and Shelby, press conferences and stuff like that in general, you're going to get a very sedate, very watered down kind of diplomatic version of kind of events, aren't you? Because there's too much at stake, I
suppose it depends because we've definitely had players in the past few weeks that have came out and have been critical and talked about disappointing performances and that people aren't pulling the weight and stuff like that. I mean.
I don't think it's been critical of Bruce. Oh, yes, that's lovely. Go on.
Go on, Miggy.
Go on.
Hello, Joe.
Mandy wants to donate. How do you do it? Mandy, there's somebody called Simon in the chat. He's probably the best person to ask. Simon, if you wouldn't mind explaining to Mandy how you donate, because I don't even know if I'm being honest with you. Well, thanks.
See, look, he's
done well there, Kraft.
He's just one-on-one. I know Joe's coming back to try and help him, but he was one-on-one there for a long period of time. And as I mentioned, he's got to be careful.
It's interesting that Traore is over on the left.
Good block.
I wonder if Wolves have kind of identified Kraft as a weaker link than Lewis. So they're attacking him.
Because he normally plays down the right, doesn't he? Where we're obviously talking about Lewis having more pace and stuff like that to be able to keep up with him. But
Michael's pretty useful on this side as well. So
I'd like to see Willa get on the ball a bit more. I haven't seen him at all the first 15. I haven't at all.
Did you see Miggy Almiron was signing the pin badges for Magpie that day?
That's
great, isn't it? Yeah, I love to see anything where players are literally interacting with fans that are actually doing something like that. So obviously it's appreciated.
It's just,
also, Magpie might actually be helping us with a pin badge. So there might be an Always Smile Faces podcast badge coming your way soon enough.
Shh, it's a secret. Don't tell them yet.
Too late.
Are we going to be signing them as well? Because we're guaranteed to give someone COVID out.
No, we're not signing those. No.
It could be a collector's edition in years to come if we get them signed.
When you get arrested by dog justice.
Oh.
So good news. Lee's figured out how to do it. Thanks very much, Lee. Appreciate it massively.
Cheers, Lee.
And
is it Lee
Metas,
meters?
Metas, I would say.
We're saying metas or meters?
Metas.
And as always, thank you, Simon. Thank you, mate.
Oh, here she is. The first appearance of the night of Doris.
I thought you were going to say Amanda Staveley there.
I wasn't too sure it was going to happen.
Stanley, do you know what I mean? Stanley.
Stanley.
Miss Stanley.
Doris is cuter than Amanda Stanley.
How's Doris doing, mate? I heard she's been having a photo shoot.
She's good. She's been out for a walk today. Been down Shields, down the seafront. took her down the beach. So
Mate, you should be staying in your own postcode. So will you stop coming to South Shields and stay in Gateshead?
it's still NE, is it?
No.
Do you reckon someone's had a word of Bruce and said, Steve, you've got to try and pull them one side every now and then. And
it's a funny one, wasn't it, Bestie? Like, if Graham Jones is doing that, all right.
Hey,
I need to throw some-
Get that out.
Aye.
No, it didn't work.
I've just literally read the light there.
Seething tiles coming down and all sorts. Yeah, watch this.
see, Decker, if you'd taken your ring light with you to work, you could have just popped that on front and it wouldn't have mattered.
Right, Decker.
If we're
Get the
scoring,
hat.
it's dark.
Get the
I'm
hat.
just going to. The hat's gone off through it.
Well, next time, get the hat and tie it around the cable and see if that works. If you swing it around.
Right, okay. I've got files and all sorts to go next.
It'd be your
Just
seat.
literally piles of stuff here just to start throwing.
Mate, I bet you halfway through the game you'll be looking if one of Shelby's shots doesn't set the light off for you.
But I tell you what, if we're scoring, it's dark. I'm
Second
just gonna
half.
keep the light off.
Second half, when he's kicking towards the Gallowgate, you'll see one flying against Decker's
Yeah,
window.
God.
Dang it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd just like to see a shot, me, to be honest, mate.
Hey, we've had Bowden, man. We hit the post.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying another shot. Like, I'm not going to complain if someone has a dig.
They haven't had one, have they?
There you go.
Let's not
Metas like letters.
say it, but Metas like letters. There we are.
Metas like that. Hey, I like that. Metas like that.
Nah. Hashtag metas like letters.
Nice to
I
have you
don't
with
quite
Willie.
I was creased that week when Matty said that about
Hey.
the Undertaker in the background when your lights went off.
That was
Absolutely
brilliant, wasn't
creased.
it? Oh, it was, yeah.
I thought
And someone
I thought
photoshopped
Sean
it,
had a
like-
massive afro in that photo, but it's actually a sombrero.
What are you talking about?
You're gonna have to put,
You're a
you're gonna have to
mental
put his
humour,
comment.
honestly.
Put his comment back on. When
Looks nothing like an
first,
afro.
no, but when I first glanced at it, it looked like the brim of it looked like a big afro.
Oh, no.
There we go. Simon, the professional donator, has given me instructions on how to do it. Click the dollar sign below the chat bar, and then select one of the amounts.
Doug, I think this one's for you. This comment that came in, asking why you're in a hotel room.
Yeah, well,
It's actually-
I'm not,
It's actually in a training room.
I'm at work. I'm in the office.
Obviously, ignoring Boris. Stay at home. Only go to work if you must go to work.
He's being grafting, man. Unlike you.
Sorry, I work Monday to Friday.
I only
Well,
go in on a Saturday, if I'm honest. I
Do you?
don't come home the rest of the week.
What's everybody drinking tonight? Is it?
Red Stripe.
Cheers, mate.
I haven't even got a drink.
On the Californian IPA.
Sierra Nevada's eye.
Oh! Where did that
Not
come
bad at
from?
all. That's not bad.
Lovely drop mark.
Is that craft?
Yeah. Who do you think it was, Richie? Like,
Gordon Ramsay.
Hey, that's not a bad.
You know what it is?
like.
If that takes a
Yeah,
touch on the
nothing
way
else on.
through,
he had nothing else on. Listen, this has been canny for the first 20. Well,
on,
haven't really
Saint.
created much
Get on
other
your
than come on, son.
it's not been bad at all, is it? Is he on side there?
Go on.
Yes, go on.
Go on, Sid. Go on, mate.
See it.
Pass it.
See
pass
it.
it. Oh, you're getting in the way.
Oh, Lewis,
man.
calm down.
He hit off me, didn't he?
Have they just appealed for
Little touch.
handball as well?
Overlap.
Oh, Joe.
Oh, way.
Joe.
How's he just saved that with? Like, what's he done?
Reaction. He's
It
just...
was a bit. I think he looked a bit off balance, didn't he? And he's like,
Mm.
let's see in here, man. See
That little thing with his left foot, give him a megum.
nice little ball
That's a
from Shelby.
nice little
Inside
move,
there
that,
was
wasn't
good.
it? Yeah, he
Goal,
wanted
that,
the 1-2, didn't he?
Yeah, I like that. Oh,
Is Joe
unlucky, that, like-
getting Joe Linton's left foot after all, but no one knew.
He's
That's
hit that
probably
quite clean as well.
What's he doing? He's like, he tries to put,
Terrible.
he kind of pulls out of the dive, doesn't he?
We've got the ball again, though. This is what's
That's a
good.
good-
Every time
Oh,
it seems to come back, though, we've got the ball again.
aye.
They're giving the ball away very, very easily. Wolves. They're very, very loose with their passing.
Sheep's in wolves' clothing.
I hate it when Shelby does this, it goes that deep right on the defender. I mean, I know the defenders are quite high up the pitch, but if they're that high up the pitch, you push up a little bit as well. Stretch them.
Go on,
No,
Joe.
I don't think it matters.
Oh, that's more
Joe,
like it.
Hopefully that's
how are you, Joe? What's that, man?
Oh my god.
That's our Joe.
He's back.
It's something Shelby's
I
always done. He's always kind of come deep for the ball, hasn't he? It's been a bit of his.
And I don't mind it when Hayden and Willock aren't anywhere near him. It's fine then. It's all right because you're playing 3 in centre midfield here. So as long as if Shelby's the one coming deep, to be honest, I'd probably rather that in truth. That's fine as long as Hayden and Willock get away from. That's all you need. But the problem you get is when Hayden then comes deep as well, and then you've got 2 of them coming deep. Then you're pretty.
Why do they keep doing this for the goal kicks?
They never seem to use the option. Watch, you just boot it. The keeper could just boot that there. I don't understand it.
What if the keeper's got a bit of injury or something like that?
Well done.
Like for a Sunday league when the keeper's a little fat lad and he kind of kick it.
Well, I had to do that in the
I think you can't
in the last
That
game,
was me. That when I was in Sundays.
in the Leeds Villa game.
Go on, Saint.
Go on, Saint.
Go on, Saint. Oh, it's amazing.
He's offside there, surely.
He's offside.
Yeah, the fans.
Oh,
Gotta be offside.
how well did Saint do there, though, man?
Oh,
Wow.
Should Willock take that first time?
Willock's got to score. Watch Saint here, man. Watch Saint.
Yeah, he's well off.
Oh,
Willock does well to
Saint,
get a shot off, like, to be
unreal
fair.
there.
How unlucky, man.
See ya. Oh, it's lovely feet, that.
It is.
He has to take a touch there, I think, before he hits it, Willock.
Willock, maybe.
I don't think he can take a full first timer. He's got that defender close, and I think that he's just got to do that touch, and then he unlucky, nice move.
Lovely stuff. Really good play by Sir Maximan. So dangerous, isn't he?
Do you know what it is, right?
That was unreal feet. That was unreal feet for me.
We need to go into half time. I know we've still got 20 minutes left, but we need to go into half time with the lead if we're going to play like this, because you know what happens when we go out the second half. You have to go in with the lead.
I understand that, but I mean, they're doing everything they can to try and get a goal.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not on the back foot, but we're on the front foot. We're trying to score. Of course, yes, we all want to go ahead. I'm sure all of them do as well. You just keep doing what you're doing. Almiron's hit the post. That one was offside, but we are getting, glimmers of chances. Certainly a hell of a lot more than them are.
I don't mind this patient build-up that we're doing, keeping the ball and actually, looking for a bit of a movement and a pass and not rushing into just hoofing it up the pitch like Lascelles just done.
Ironically,
Still got it.
them don't seem to want to press us. Them seem to be quite happy to be just sitting behind the ball, which is quite strange.
Oh, Lewis, lad.
I wonder if they think that we've got no threat, no creativity. I mean, obviously we'll have with Sir Maximan, but I wonder if they've thought, well, Wilson's out, we can just sit deep and pick them off.
Oh, he's done him.
See ya.
Pass.
Hit it.
Oh, look at man, Miggy's inside you there, man.
Yeah.
Miggy's wanting it,
He's still the fucking greatest, He's the best, man. Watch him here, man. Just see you later.
Proper flat foot, isn't it?
He'd be brilliant though if he did that and then he just lifted his head up and just played that pass.
He's got the ball every single time and scored or set someone up. I know he would be.
That's why he plays for us, though, isn't it?
I don't know a player that gets it right every time. I haven't found one yet, so let us know when you do.
No, but for a fact, 99 times out of 100, he's gonna try and shoot, isn't he?
No, he didn't for Willie. So there's one of the 100 then, straight off.
Well, there you are. So exactly.
So he's got another 98 to go now.
Last one.
He's got another 98 to go then. So you honestly believe 98 times he's going to shoot?
Yep.
Ridiculous.
So we're going to takeaway at night.
No,
No.
If we win, I will. If it's like a reward.
Foul throw.
Oh, I thought it was as well, Mark.
That's the way. Win the back again. Win the back every time. Every single second ball.
Well, that's space out there. Just go on, Kraft, get there. Inside you. There you go. That's poor.
I touch that from Willock.
That's a foul.
A pass or a good tackle.
Good strength,
Oh, well,
that.
What a tackle
Great
that is.
strength,
That
that.
themselves.
Aye.
Go on, son.
Shot. Go on,
Last
Mickey.
day, you got to shoot that one. You should have hit that.
There's two, Mark.
So it's
Yes,
199. He's got a.
Couldn't do anything else there, though, could he? Had to pass that one.
Oh, fucking hell, man. Mark, man. Fuck off.
Well, that's naughty, Mickey.
Well done.
No, he's got a
Oh,
goal
that's
there.
a good tackle, that.
Yeah.
I
Great
thought he
shot.
came through the back of him, like.
Nah,
He's
he just
getting a
digged
lot
his
over
foot around the
this one.
front.
Now, make a move for him. Move
Have you
for him.
hurt yourself, has he?
I think he might have done Mark. Guy looks a bit.
Nah, he just put his socks up, man.
Back post.
Shoot.
Joe. Ah,
Oh,
What? Should have shot.
Miggy is he keeps stopping and messing on with his
Labouring a
left
bit.
knee or something like that, is it? Unless it is his socks.
Has he gone down?
He must have gone down off camera here. Yeah,
Thanks,
he has.
Jordan, for signing
I
up,
thought
mate.
so.
Thanks
Cheers,
very
Jordan.
much.
great name. My son's called Jordan, just in case you think I'm trying to take the piss out of him.
Do you reckon it's Geordie's knee? Yeah.
I don't
Just
like the fact he's holding the back of his knee.
The
Yeah,
fact
yeah,
it's taken him about 25 seconds to. Was it studs in the turf, do you reckon? No, it looks like it.
He's bent his knee right underneath him.
Mm.
She's trailing leg.
God, he's passed it again.
Could have been there. Aye, so he's got 198 to go, I think, now, hasn't he? To not pass it again?
Oh, Mickey. We really need him to stay fit.
Hope he's all right. Is he all right? Just jawed it a little bit. Maybe
Hopefully.
he's walking. He's up. He's not like looking down or anything like that.
He's
Just a little twinge on it.
looking a bit uncomfortable. Yeah, I would say. I hope he's all right. Like, I don't know. I'll do it.
He is hobbling a bit, but hopefully it's just one he can run off.
What's he?
Absolute carnage in the Baines bedroom. Like they've got bunk beds and they've managed to move the bunk bed in the middle of the room.
That's it. More room for activities now, though.
Oh, they would like none of us. Dad, as he what? He damn has put the bunk bed in the middle of the bedroom.
Just over 30 minutes, Alan. 30, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Because Cooper's just texted something there, and obviously he's at the game, isn't he? So I was like, yeah, that hasn't happened yet.
I mean, he's about 20 seconds ahead. He's watching it with his own eyes.
Yeah, because he
Good
said
luck-
something about
good
Joe
luck,
there, and I was
yeah.
like, oh, right, yeah.
Good luck pronouncing that name.
Yeah, I'll do a
He's
Kinnear
back
job
on
on
the
that.
field. He's back on the field. I know that much.
Post, I think.
No, I think he saved it, I think.
Save, I think.
So this is the bloke that's never lifted a weight in his life. Bullshit.
Yeah.
That's their first chance, isn't it? Oh, it comes off Kraft, doesn't it? Does it hit Kraft?
Nah, that's surely that's
No,
an hit craft, man.
No, it hasn't.
Oh,
Way.
comes off his hands at the post and then back off him.
That's me in goal there, like, that I felt there.
Get Darlow back in net.
Be careful, because we're just bloody...
Look at
He's
these
so
lining up
good
on the
for
penalty
penalties,
spot
though.
here, man.
Aye.
They're doing the conga look. Do. Come on and do the conga.
Oh, God.
It's what England did during the World Cup, isn't it?
On the team.
Yeah, that's it, aye.
It's Portugal,
They're all
man.
break away now.
Good header, Shelby.
Out, sorry.
There we go. Close them down. Keep them going. They'll go
Come on,
back.
push them out. Push
Keep
them
them
out.
going.
Push them out.
Keep them going.
Miggy's moving better there now, isn't he?
I think he's actually moving.
That's out.
Yep. that'll do it.
What are you doing, you little mug? Oh, you just got your foot stood on because you try to do that, dickhead.
Have I got enough beer? That's a stupid question. No. It's a nice jacket.
Actually. Thanks, Mark.
Oof.
Ooh.
Hayden, the furthest man up the pitch.
Had a bit of an arm across his boat as well there. That'll be a red card and a penalty on Twitter later on, no doubt.
Yeah, can we discuss this last week? So the Maguire thing. In hindsight, looking at the other angle, it's not a red card.
It's a penalty, I think,
No,
but it's not a red card.
It's a penalty, but it's not a red card.
But bearing in mind, the only footage that we've seen was that view from so far away at that time, you know, and obviously
the view from the side, he
Yeah.
just steps in front of it. It's
I don't know. There's another angle.
It's a foul.
There's another angle where I think it's more from behind, and it looks worse for me. Like,
I mean,
than
his
the one
elbow's
that-
nowhere near his face.
Constantly.
His elbow's nowhere near his face. It's like a forearm in
Come
the
on, will it
chest
get back in?
at most.
It's still a forearm, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's not a red card.
No, it's not a record.
Oh,
It's a penalty for sure.
Should at
but,
least be a penalty in a booking.
Yeah.
He had no intention to, get the ball or anything like that. He was just went for the man.
No, you're right, but it's penalty at best for us. That like.
Saints have gone across on the right there. I don't know if that's
Al-
temporary, just the
Alan,
way the balls
we
went.
are on
Oh, he's absolutely done him
33.
there.
Oh, hang on, mate.
Oh!
I thought it was him there.
33, 48,
Yeah.
33,
Yeah.
33, 50.
Yeah.
He's done Crafty here.
A couple of times Kraft's like done that in a game, like.
34 minutes now.
Do you know?
That's
listen,
how I
I'm-
finished that. Like,
me worry is with Kraft at the minute, right? When I'm watching him, he's getting touch tight with Traore
Yeah,
all the time. He's trying to be up his arse. And I understand that because you could say, well, you don't allow him to turn around and run at you. But sometimes if you get touch tight, though, and he skips round you, he's gone. And
yeah,
that-
if
you know what I mean?
he's
It's
away,
difficult
isn't he?
one. He is. And I understand you can't stay too far away from him because he'll turn and then he's running at you and you're in big trouble. But sometimes give yourself a yard, just give yourself enough room to kind of just shadow him a little bit because at the minute he's so
Well-
tight of him. He's away. It's unbelievable how big he is, his physique, how he's so quick. Like
Yeah.
he's so fast, but also so muscly. You would think like he just wouldn't be able to move that fast. You wouldn't think anyway.
Oh, that's a heavy ball, that, Lascelles. Oh,
All right.
give it back.
Yeah, give me back.
Bloody hell, man.
That's all right.
Who do we think we are?
Yeah. It's like watching Brazil.
Last 5 or so Wolves have come back in it. To be expected. We're never going to have the full first half of our way, but
Yeah.
it's got to be wary now and switched on because they're starting to come back into it.
It's the old thing of
Finding space, aren't they, between our lines
That's
as
what
well? That's the thing.
Great by Hayden that.
I'm not really sure.
Oh, I put myself under pressure, man.
let's say it's the old thing of when they say that you've got to score when you're on top and stuff like that. Like it.
Nice. Well done.
Yes, Isaac needs help. Though. Isaac Hayden's not the kind of player that's gonna.
And again, find you.
All right.
And another one.
Miss-
And another
I
one.
was going to say Miss Shelby there. Go straight to Lewis.
Give it a
Miggy's deep like any.
Miggy's playing brilliantly
Go
for me, like.
Oh,
Oh, heavy ball. Heavy ball.
Heavy
ball.
I think Saint's been the best player on the pitch, and if I'm honest with you, I think Shelby's actually played quite well.
Shelby hasn't done much wrong at all. Yeah.
He's doing all right, isn't he?
Yeah,
Apart
he
from
is.
that interview.
He's been involved. He's been involved in a lot, like pretty much all of it, really.
Miggy's just Miggy, isn't he? All over the place, right in amongst it.
I love him, me like.
Oh, he's unreal.
He's my favorite player for God knows how long now. Like he's just up there.
I
you see-
just love his
I've just seen
enthusiasm.
The clip of that Willock chance again there, the one with Saint. Did you see Joe? That was literally like, just in front of Willock, like because he was obviously facing that way. I'm not saying he should pass it there because he's in 6 yards out, but
What
God,
bounces done
Joe's
themselves there?
stand there with an open goal.
Oh, Lascelles, man.
What is he doing there, man?
He loses the ball on the bounce.
He's definitely
and
had a
then
trim
just
as
gets
well,
caught
hasn't
the wrong side, and then what's he thinking there, man?
It's weird, isn't it? Sometimes you just like, you've been turned there. There's no real reason. Clark's coming in to fill in for you. You don't have to try and win every single ball. Sometimes you
Oh,
can't
look at
win
him.
the ball. Joe, just go out. Just come out of that. No, might as well come out. Him on the back post. He's behind you, Joe. He's won the header, Joe.
There's lots of shouts for hands there.
Go on,
Miggy.
get there.
Look at that pace of that lad there, player
That's
there.
Clark, isn't it?
That's not Miggy, that's Clark, that man.
Is it? Oh,
Just like he took Bruce out.
There's Miggy there at the temper. They're looking at handball here.
Is that a free kick?
they all shouted for handball there. Like, nah, that's not handball.
We
Well,
got
it was
flagged
against
given-
Spurs.
We did get against
Tottenham,
Spurs.
very, very similar, isn't it? The Tottenham one
It was against Spurs. It's not handball, but it was against Spurs.
Aye,
Yeah,
well,
good.
very, very
Awesome.
similar.
Yeah.
Where's Decker gone?
Sorry, Alan.
He's just having a little nap.
Ah, wait, man, come back on. You've got to like literally do your dance and that. I'm like him off. I'll be the same pet.
If anybody would like to make any donations tonight, so we can get Decker some 50 pences for his electric meter, keep the lights on.
It's power on that thing behind us. That's why it keeps going off.
Well, Luke has had a quiet game, like, hasn't he?
Very quiet. Yeah.
All that
Well, when
chance.
you consider, Matty lad, when you consider how involved Shelby's been, perhaps different players, in fairness, Shelby does come deep looking for it. But you would like to think he'd be doing more, right? Like, surely.
We're not really playing through the middle of the pitch, like in fairness to him and Hayden. Like when Shelby is dropping back and getting it, he's looking for a ball up to Miggy or out wide to Joe and Saint, isn't he? Using them two out wide.
So every time Decker's lights go off, if you would just like to put loads of coffins in the chat, that'll do me.
I haven't died.
Undertaker, man.
Oh, I know. I'm taking the piss, man.
Why does lights going off? Me and the Undertaker, what's the crack with that? Like, I don't.
You know the crack, Bessie. Don't pretend that you don't know.
He doesn't know now about wrestling, but
Yeah,
you
well,
know.
I'm not a wrestling person. Like,
So Decker will explain it best.
So, for example, if there was a fight in the ring or whatever it might be, the lights would just go off, and then Undertaker's theme music would start, and then
that's his
Undertaker
thing.
would come out. That's his thing.
That
The
was
lights
his
would go out. Yeah, that was his thing.
And then you would hear
As
it
it was even though his entrance, like just when
great
you
ball that, great ball that.
I would probably
Well,
guess
so
that,
yeah.
like, if I had to, but
Go on, Kraft.
I'm all.
Don't tell him.
Push him in. Pressure.
Because there was a lad who
On Saint, get
put the
there.
music over the top, didn't he? Off the last time, like a dong.
Yeah.
Go with him, Saint. You cannot just leave him.
It's fine, man. More. He's stressing out. He's going backwards, man. You're all right.
He is now.
Aye, because he got back. You're all right, man.
Chris, you want to sit on me knee? Do you want to be on the camera?
No, I don't.
Move on.
You're getting a bit stuck. You're a bit tight there.
Yeah,
Mark, bless you.
Mark, is there anybody else on that sofa? Is it just yous?
No, Hillary's at the end of it.
no.
But literally, it's a three-seater settee. She's got 3/4 of it because he's decided to come and sit on my knee, and I'm up against the arm of the chair. Yeah.
Where's the dog?
One of them's on the floor, and Doris is sitting on Hillary's knee. Move back up. You didn't actually move there, did you?
It looks like these have only really got Traore, haven't they? He's the only one that seems to be hurting her. So
At
far,
the minute, like, yeah. I mean, they've got good players. Netro's a good player. I think Neves in the middle is a really good player, but
really good player. Yeah, just at the
Fiore
moment, isn't
seems
it?
to be, he definitely seems to be the one they're relying on at the minute. Like,
Yeah,
They're doing what we do. They're just, as soon as they're getting the ball, they're looking to get it wide out to Aurier. And they're bypassing the midfield, which is where they've got very, very good players, as you've just said, Bestie. But they're not playing to their strengths at all. If anything, it's playing into our hands because we're able to then pick any of the pieces up and then give it to our wide players. Well, Joe, well battled.
Good ball,
Don't know what bed.
I thought you threw the bottom there first.
Oh, lucky.
Oh no!
Oh dear, that's a terrible tackle. That.
yeah, it's yellow card.
That's booking all day. That
Yellow card for Kieran.
silly challenge. That.
I think he's thought that there's a lot more danger than perhaps there was. Maybe he's thought, I just need to take the card here.
Yeah, he's nowhere near the ball, is he?
Yeah, that is he. No.
I knows exactly what he's doing there.
He does, yeah. Casting mind back of an awful game where we're conceding in the last minute. He's all no, I'm not even saying it, but we should have done that then. Just take him out and deal with it.
Foul on the keeper.
There's been so many games previously
Oli,
where
remember that foul?
on Dubravka.
On Dubravka?
Oh, no, I'm saying what I'm saying. Sorry, is that there's a few games and one that really stands in my mind that
Just need to wipe them out.
you just need to wipe them out and take the card. You know,
I know
because we
which
all
one
know
you're
what
talking
happened.
about now.
Yeah,
A few.
terrible. Man. Sad day.
Was that this? It was this end as well, wasn't it?
I was. I think.
Oh, talking Ross Barkley here, like a.
No, we're talking Sunderland.
That's nothing he's talking about.
Oh God, I tend
I
to.
think Sissoko had that shot. That was actually going over, which then the keeper tipped over anyway. We'll then get a corner and go gung ho and get caught. And I think it was had the opportunity to smash him over the stand and try to win the ball. You know, and
It's really surprising that Dummett didn't as well.
You just take hip high, just take him for what he's got, and then deal with the card and move on.
Dangerous position, this, like. It is canny central, like, but.
You would expect your keeper. Keeper's got a good standing. He's in the middle almost there.
He's in the middle. That helps.
Yeah.
Oh, right other way.
Oh,
Yeah, easy.
Yep, that's how that.
Who are that, like?
We've only had one cut to Darlow, haven't we? So
Just
over and under.
And that was
pretty much at the
three
very
games
start,
as well.
wasn't it?
It was before kickoff.
Man, what's the wall do there? The wall splits in all over the place. It goes
It's 'cause
straight
of the
through the
wall.
wall, that.
Because they moved the ball, didn't they?
Two.
They moved the ball, so you're going to move. It's not going to stand there.
I mean, it is their job.
Shit for
No, I
brains.
know. It is.
Yeah, but if the wall just stays there after the ball's in play, they just walk around it.
Exactly. That's what exactly. Yeah.
No,
They're
but
still
the
stood
players-
there, like 4 or 5 of them just in the wall.
They're all just split, didn't it?
It's like, cause
I
this.
know, but they moved the ball, didn't
Stay
they?
tight,
So
lads.
obviously
Shit, he's moving. Are we allowed to move?
There's 4. They're just shuffling from side to side on the edge of the
They're
box.
the LinkedIn just sidestepping.
I mean, it's not like they haven't got plenty of other players on the pitch that can go to the
You
ball.
don't
or
know
the arrow.
Mark,
Give it a rest, man. Give it a rest.
They were still lined up in the wall, but they just split. They didn't go and close the ball down. They were still in the wall, but just with a massive gap in it.
Fantastic. Fantastic. It's worth turning up just for Mark, isn't it? Honestly, makes my night.
Christ, up the state of that wall now. There's 10 yards between them.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm having a good time.
Mark, that's up there with defensive headers don't count.
That was a good one, that one. Oh, no. That's all right.
That's a foul.
Yeah, that was a foul.
Did well, Joe, there. Oh, he went early, I think, has he?
He's gone.
Go on, son. Go on, son.
Go on, son.
Keeper's
Oh,
there,
the keeper.
He's not there, the keeper.
slightly heavy.
Yeah, it was, you're right. Yeah, just
Unlucky.
slightly heavy. I like the idea of the quick free kick there from Joe, rather than just,
Clever. Clever.
thinking, we'll just take it and move up the field. It's good.
Yeah.
Last 15, I would say, has been theirs quite comfortably.
Yeah.
We had the first half an hour without any doubt, but then they really have come back into it, like, and appear to be still in it.
Joris came much more central, though, hasn't he? He's playing through the middle now.
Worst.
He has done actually, Mark. You're right. He's cut inside quite a bit. Wayne round the desk.
So we've got Hayden on a yellow card and Clark on a yellow. Is that right? Nobody else, just the two of them.
Look, he's
Oh,
on
Alex
that,
actually gets a touch on that.
Clark, it is in the front post.
Oh,
Ooh, that could have went anywhere, that.
yeah.
No, it is. If he doesn't get that touch, there's a good chance they're at the back post there.
Yeah,
Makes
that's what I was
nuisance
thinking.
of
Like,
himself. These lads all have a haircut. Like, I'm raging.
old 1990s supermarket there, Neto.
They've definitely all had the haircut, man. All of them. Look at the cells as trim, man.
The wives are good hair, can cook good hair. You think Joe Linton will ever get a cut again after what happened? You think it'll just grow?
Yeah.
Dreadlocks, huge dreadlocks.
Look at Dubravka's fate there, man.
Yeah, Dubravka's a spot on, like.
Clark's definitely cut his at home, the state of that.
Pan round his.
Shelby's doesn't look any different.
So, lads, it's another game we've gone into half time.
Let's
Not
not
looking-
even.
No,
let's
this is
not
what we're
tempt
here
fate.
for. This is what
No,
we're here
just-
for.
no. Let's
Turn the
just
cameras off
ignore
for
the
quarter of an
fact.
hour.
Let's just ignore the fact.
This is what we're here for. So it hasn't. Well, they looked okay at the start of the game. The last 15 minutes, you would say, Wolverhampton started dominating. You would say we still had a couple of chances on the break, but it's been okay. Okay, I'll leave it at that.
We're just. I thought the first half an hour was exactly what you'd want to see. Really, I mean, they were on the front foot. They were trying. We had some chances. We were getting the ball out wide. They were danger men quick. But I found that as the game went on, certainly in the last 15, we tended to just want to go along a little bit. We're going back to front a bit too quick. But we're lost. We're losing the shape. We weren't building it up as much, which was a shame. But I suppose Wolves really had to come in the game at one stage. Probably the only benefit is they haven't scored.
Yeah.
Talking about losing shape, did you see that wall for that free kick?
What's he do, Decker? What's he do?
It wasn't
Blink him in.
bad.
That's it.
Was it?
Yeah, it was brilliant. That
Everybody step to the right now.
I thought it was funny what he said when the ball had broken and it came back again. He went, "Look at the state of that wall now."
I'm probably going to drop one in for the second half as well at some point. Like,
The big test now is can we perform to that level second half, because
yeah,
this
Spirit
is
level.
where we've let ourselves down in the last few weeks. We've had a decent half, and then we haven't came out and started well in the second half, or we've started well and it's dropped off, and then we've had to go chasing after the games. So it's important that we do get going in the second half pretty quickly and keep the levels and keep doing what we've been doing, moving that ball, being patient, because it's worked well.
it has done for the most part. And there's been some lovely football. St. Maximan's obviously been a threat. Joe Linton had a couple of good efforts in the first 20 minutes or so, and he's been quiet since. But that is the worry. I mean, I think what you just saying there, Mark, like it's see how they come out in the second half, because that Man United game through the week, last weekend, it was dreadful in the second half. And you wonder, is it down to fitness? Is it down to the other team kind of picking up and working out how to get through them? You don't know, but they really must. If they want to stay up, they've got to start sustaining that kind of performance through the whole of the game. I think.
Kieran there mentions Almiron's performance. He does look really confident at the minute. For the last handful, well, I'll probably say the last two. Well, since Graham Jones arrived, you'll probably say, I'm not saying it's down to him before people start saying.
It's since the change of formation, isn't it? He's
Yeah.
gone where he plays best, much more central, little bit deeper off. There's two wide players.
Which brings me back to what Steve Bruce was saying. What's all that about? Why is he saying, "Oh, if I had 11 Almirons, blah 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 blah"? Well, you had one at the start of the season. You didn't even use him.
Didn't play him. Yep.
Yeah.
Like, what's he talking about? I've got a question for you, Kieran. Did your Twitter account get banned again? Because I'm sure I saw somebody pop up with your name not so long ago. So answer that one for us. But yeah, Almiron, like we were saying earlier, he's an absolute must on that team sheet for me. And I think it's either Decker or Bessie's always said that he should be number one on the team sheet.
I wouldn't put him in goal.
Not in goal.
I honestly, Chris, I say it every single time he'd be the first name on the sheet for me. As much as I love seeing it, and because of what he offers, and you see the moments of difference in the class he has. But for me, Almiron just typifies everything you love in a player: energy, full of running on and off the ball, dangerous. And I know he's playing more central, as Mark's mentioned. And to be really honest with you, I think he seems to play all over that front three area. 1 minute he's left, 1 minute he's right. Look at the chance he had there when he hit the post. He's coming in from the right hand side.
Yeah.
And he's almost having a bit of freedom to go, listen, at the end of the day, I want you to do damage on that side of the field. Stay up there and just cause some trouble, run around. Mate. And he's really hard to mark then as well. You can't really mark him because he's just all over.
Anybody else?
I like him. He's really important. I was panicking for a second when his knee looked a bit dodgy. That spell in the first half, because I think if you lose him, you lose more than just someone he's work up and down the pitch, closing people down, and he probably, even though he hasn't got the kind of feet that St. Maximan's got, he probably creates as much with his running.
Do you know how we've said that Willock hasn't really like had a touch of the ball? Those two chances I've just seen, he starts both of them.
Well, Shelby's ball's the one for Elmeron's chance.
Yeah, Willock plays to Shelby, then Shelby drops his shoulder and pings it in. And Willock was the one that put it in for Hayden's header.
He's definitely involved, isn't he? It's the difference is it's just like little touches and stuff like that.
Look at his positioning. If you look at him, he's always like really close or in the box. That's what he wants to do. He wants to get in the box, and we haven't had that.
That's how he got his goal, wasn't it, against Southampton?
Mm-hmm.
He's that late. He definitely wants to get forward. He's either arriving late or he's pushing up with.
Look at Joe. See Joe. Look at Joe. See Joe there. Like,
Joe's got.
I'm not expecting him to pass it. I'm just saying Joe literally is like. But and
we've had some good chances. On a different day, that Miggy one goes in.
Exactly. And if Willock should probably score there, right? You should expect him to score. But Mark referenced there before, and he's right, is that I'm sick of hearing Bruce after a game say, we're really, really good in 45 minutes, or perhaps we're dreadful the first half, but I'm really encouraged with how we played in the second half. It's always just one half of football, and we need to start putting a consistent game together. I understand you're not going to boss a game for 90 minutes. I'm not stupid, but we need to be coming out here and matching the intensity what we're doing in the first half.
It was like that under Porgy, wasn't it? We never had a full game of good football. We'd have a good first half and a terrible second, or would be terrible first half and have a decent second half.
It was strange, wasn't it? Because we used to always laugh and carry on. Go, what the hell was said at half time there? There's so many times we used to say that, and I remember, and I know I'm going to go back here, and I apologise, but I used to always remember, like, if we were losing under Keegan, I used to always, loads of times we used to go in half time, and you used to always have the confidence when Keegan gets a hold of them. They'll come out the second half and like whatever. We used to come out with a real fire under them type of thing, and I don't think I've seen that for years, to be honest. In regards to like if we have played poor the first half, really come out the second half or whatever, But we shall see. We shall see. You see, I think I put in there.
Both managers will want to get the midfield more involved. Like Bestie said, the Wolves have got very good players in the middle of the pitch for them. Hayden and Willock have been quiet. Shelby's been involved, but it's there could be a place where the game's won in there with somebody actually getting on the ball and using it.
I think if you had Wilson on the pitch, we'd be leading. That's what I will say to you.
Yeah, I think so as well.
I think we're missing a natural striker just unbelievably. But we all knew that would be a problem. Losing someone of Wilson's caliber, you're going to struggle.
How much longer is Wilson out for? Is it like 6 weeks? It's a long time, and I'm sure it was like an 8-week injury that he got, wasn't it? Though?
I don't know if it's just hope on my point, but like he's been putting a few Instagram videos out and stuff of like doing like running and stuff in the gym and that, and it seems as if he's going to be. It appears to be back quicker than first thought, but whether or not that's the case, I don't know. But
you really hope so. Like he's massive, and like huge.
Yeah.
I think if he comes back, then a lot of my because I think there's a very, very good chance we'll go down. I think if Wilson comes back, he goes a long way to kind of settle in my mind at least about our chances of staying up. Because he's quality. He's a class act. He is. We've said for years. So I've a criticism I've heard for years. Newcastle was that they were a bit too nice, a bit too kind of like I don't know. Maybe it's hard to say. Played by the rules a bit too much, and Wilson's a shithouse. He puts the nips in and the digs in, and he has a word with defenders and stuff like that, and it's what winners do.
And I think as well in terms of confidence for the team behind him, like when they see Wilson leading the line, I bet them probably believe that. Oh, we'll get a goal a day. We'll have a chance of grabbing a goal. He will. You know what I mean?
I think so. Like I.
Did you listen to his interview in the week that he did?
Yeah.
I didn't. It's in me backlog.
Bestie, Jesus Christ,
along
your
with the
backlog.
Ryan Taylor podcast.
It's this Barack Obama book's like 29 hours long. It's murder. I haven't listened to a podcast in months.
Did you see you two did Decker? The Wilson interview?
Yes, I skipped certain parts, but yeah, I did hear it.
Yeah. He gave me a lot of confidence in kind of his ability and why he chose the club and stuff like that. I thought he spoke very, very well and came across good in it.
he seems a very very honest guy when he comes across, when he's talking about the game and talking about his playing ability or whatever it may be. He just seems to be a genuine guy that just wants to play football and score goals. And he has that little bit of cockiness in him when you hear him talk about things like that. He's like, I should be scoring 3 goals, I should be scoring 2 goals, or
the number 9 to be arrogant. Yeah.
He said he wants the number 9, and if Joe's willing to give it up, he'll have it with open arms.
Where's all that came from, though? Because I thought when he signed for the club, he wanted to wear that shirt. Like, not the number 9. Is it number 13 that he wears?
13. I'm sure he wore 13 at Bournemouth, didn't he?
Mm.
Well, he talked about the fact that the number 9 shirt was so iconic and stuff like that, which was one of the reasons he wanted to come, because I guess he was more saying that the esteemed centre forwards are held in at Newcastle, and of what the importance is that's kind of put on them being in that position. So I think it's probably more along those lines as opposed to wanting the number 9 on the back of his shirt. It's more playing in that way and being held in that regard of being a great number 9 or a great centre forward.
Thanks, Judy. Yes, it was a great podcast. Thanks for watching. Even one of my good friends hasn't even watched it.
Cheers, Judy. I really enjoyed doing it. I'm going to wait for the second one. Like I say, I'll watch them back to back.
Matty, I'm on the wine now. I've got the wine.
Wine bombs.
It's on the red stripes mark, eh? I can't see because my screen's in front of you.
Is it what, Decker?
Rosie.
Aye.
It's a barefoot or something.
Echo Falls, summer berries.
That's a proper girly glass of wine, that, Chris.
It's a bottle.
Well,
I like Rosie, to be fair, but I try not to say it out loud. And I've just said it really
It's
loud.
all right, Rosie. I think it's a bit too dry for me.
You can get sweet ones. That'll be a sweetish one, that one, if it's Echo Falls, is it?
I mean, it's like really sweet.
Yeah.
What percentage is wine normally?
15.
That's normally
not that high, man.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
that's only normally
15,
about
man.
7. That's only about 7 or 8 or something, is it?
Is it not just red wine that's 15?
Nah,
No.
most wines are double
I thought about
figures,
10, like 10,
It's
9,
9.
10.
11 to
9.
13. No, that's not the... Because I think they do like a light and fruity kind of one.
Just like you.
So normally a bit... I know something around like 6 or 7%, something like that.
Kind of drink it, so.
You should have got yourself behind you to Tesco's there, or the road at the Shark Bar. Get yourself a few cans in.
I can't look at Shark Bar the same way. It's funny, every time I did the day, I went across the road and I was thinking of and that Woodman podcast when he says he was going across the road. And that.
Yeah. So yeah, we don't normally talk about other podcasts, but if anybody hasn't seen the Under the Kosh podcast with Andy Woodman, it's a very, very good watch.
I've never seen it either.
It's brilliant.
Honestly, mate, it's absolutely
very, very
fantastic.
good.
Is Andy Woodman on? Is that what he's called? Andy Woodman.
Andy Woodman, yeah.
Is he on Twitter? Is he on Twitter?
He's not, but Freddie is, because he does talk about Twitter quite a lot in the interview that he did.
Right, so everybody watching, if you just want to go and harass somebody linked with the Woodman family, and we'll see if we can get him on, and we'll just all get absolutely hammered together. We'll send a case of red stripe to him, and we'll see what happens.
No. Yeah.
Make
sure it's a competitively priced one, like that.
I'm not talking about it on here, but I do want to talk to you about it. So if you can watch it, then I just want your opinion on a few things. But be interested to know what you think.
Yeah, I think it's only me, you, Matty, and Daryl that have watched it so far. I don't know if anybody else has
list, like,
apparently Miggy's gone off. There's rumours that Miggy's gone off.
Really?
Has he?
In the comments, there's a couple of people saying Miggy's off. Is Fraser on the bench? Aye.
Well, we'll find out in 2 seconds because we're just coming back.
Fraser's on. Follow me, run.
Oh.
Steve Bruce finally gets that chance he's been waiting for to play Saint and Fraser at the same time.
That's there's Fraser there. Look, he's just coming down the tunnel. Yeah. Tell you what, that's a big blow for us, that, like.
It is. Massive. It
is.
That's up there with like losing Wilson for me, if Almiron's out for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
especially for the running games that we've got coming up.
If he's out for weeks, it's
a chance for Fraser, mind. Get some minutes.
Yeah.
Well,
the nurse next to us saying he should be all right. He might have a slight damage to his meniscus,
He's what?
but he's meniscus apparently, but not fully. He thinks he's stretched it out a little, Nick, but he walked off all right. You heard it here first.
Isn't your lass a vet?
Still anatomy, isn't it?
He's got off with fleas.
Oh, he's got fleas. He's got ticks.
He's got
worms.
myxomatosis.
He's
Miggy's
got
off.
worms.
Miggy's gone off injured.
Miggy's gonna. The next photo, do you know when the players leave the ground on crutches? You'll see Miggy one of those like neck braces and massive cone on his head.
You mean like one of those curry cages that you get for cat?
To be fair, the size of him, you could fit in one of them, couldn't he? You could go in one of them little pet carriers.
Still never understand why they do that on a kick-off, you know. I never, ever work it out.
What do we do? Just hoof it up top?
Just hoof it up. There's nothing.
Did we not used to do that on a pod, you? Did we not used to get the ball and just hoof it up?
Well, I think it was, yeah. And like, Bruce does it all. Well, you know, the team do it all the time, and it just gives the opponent the ball. You've just came out for the second half. Why not just keep the ball and give everybody a touch of the ball?
Hopefully with the Miggy thing, hopefully it's just a precaution thing. Maybe if he feels like a little niggle in it, then hopefully that's it.
Fraser playing through the middle, and Joe's still staying out on the right.
He's probably just took over. Just took over.
Yeah. For me, if he's managed to finish the half as well as he did, he was sprinting everywhere. You would hope that it is, or hope, if you see Bruce,
hope
that it's precautionary. Because if it was that bad, he would have been down and stayed down and been stretched off.
You'd have thought so, like, yeah.
Well, that's what the NHS next to me has said as well.
What, that's his mince and dumplings? What was it you said?
Meniscus.
Mince and dumplings.
What? That's what I said, meniscus?
Hibiscus.
Hibiscus, no, that's a flower.
Best day.
That's Fraser, you know.
He's just took it out.
He's definitely been the barbers. Look, he's had his hair dyed a lot.
Yeah, he's always got tips, hasn't he?
He's been getting highlights, lowlights a lot.
I thought Ashley had been getting highlights. When I seen that.
Hang on, Lennon Burke in the comments. That's strike one, right? That's strike one. Look what you said. Oh, that's not him. Hang on.
No, that's Leslie.
Strike one.
Oh, Lennon.
Strike one.
Oh, Lennon. Lennon.
Yeah, Burke. That was his last name, right? No one knows.
Get over Kraft.
Wait.
Oh, he's done it easily.
Oh, Kraft, man. Every single time they just skip past him.
True, but I'll say it again, and I said it before kickoff. Double up on the worrying players. Every time Shane gets it, there's 2 or 3 to get past.
Yeah.
And yet again, Kraft's just one-on-one with him. He'll do them all night long.
It's the same though. The thing with Kraft, what happens? He pushes him in the chest, then they do him every single time. If you notice it.
That's better. There's a few more back now. I'll get out there. He needs to come out. Oh God. That's all right. Wait.
Ooh, banging his head.
Oh, that's good. I was a little bit surprised. I thought Hayden went down personally to the head of the ball. I wasn't sure if he was going to give it or not. You know.
That's a little bit high. A little bit high.
Yeah.
Go on, Joe.
Michael Sullivan, Chris, you want to start coming back to the Sainsbury's Central Station, mate? Oh, Harry, mate, I haven't seen you for a while. So I used to talk to Michael. I used to go and grab myself an energy drink, most likely, when I got off at Central Metro Station. Thanks for being a member as well. I didn't realise.
It's kind of got Sainsbury's for train cans, like.
Right, best.
It's always my go-to if I'm getting the train.
The little one as well, the little shop, but it's expensive.
It has hit his hand. I knew it had, like.
It's come off his foot first. Like, it'd be very harsh.
Yeah.
I bet Michael must know Darryl. Surely.
You can't be a handball if it hits another body part on your hand. Is that right? Like if you head it and it hit your hand, it can never be given.
So. That's the worst. Unless you head it straight up in the air and catch it, like obviously you're in trouble then. Like, but yeah, I think so. Like that.
I'm saying that was the worst foul throw I've seen in my life. There.
Oh. I just said this. Oh.
How I get in front of him.
Feet.
Oh, done him there. Like that was a great feat.
What did I say about Wolves getting their midfielders on the ball?
What's this passing here? Feet.
Good night.
Sorry,
That's
Marty,
an
but
awful shot that, like it is.
nobody can take away your title, Marty.
Metro Chris.
Always will be.
I would imagine Daryl gets into that Sainsbury's quite a lot, like.
Daryl's trying to have a conversation with him now in the chat.
I would. You'd be angling for a bit of discount.
I once picked up a punnet of sandwiches from that Sainsbury's.
That's a foul on Joe.
A what of sandwiches?
A punnet of sandwiches for about £3, like a buffet style thing.
A punnet of sandwiches?
There's about 15 little sarnies in this thing for a couple of quid. It was like in the oops section. So me and my mate, actually Paul McKibben, who joined, became a member there like during the Man U match, was shading out on the Metro platform.
Miggy's just gone off with a sore one of them.
Metro platform? What? Punnet of sandwiches?
No, Paul McGimmett.
Hibiscus?
How are you, lads? 1-0. Yeah, we're going.
Yeah, probably best of all things on after that one, Mark. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, obviously you took the words out of your mouth.
This would be a great time to score after half time, though. Like,
get up.
Go on. Who is it?
Shoot out! I missed that shout. These end, Gallowgate and even.
Go on, Saint.
Go on, Saint.
Go on, Saint. Go on.
Go on, son. Go on, son.
He still got
it out.
Has he still got that? Go on.
Go on, Fraser. Get
no one ever seems to foul him, do they? You'd think.
Didn't I tell you? Get in, Big Jamal.
That is, man.
Mark, that's like the third time in the second half you said, "What did I tell you?" And I'm not too sure what you told me.
The ball.
You told the ball was shite.
Get in here, man.
Brilliant by
I seen it coming. It was just like a couple of minutes later. It was that delay.
But this is some cross, right?
Fraser,
lovely ball.
Beautiful cross.
That's how Hayden should have
great
hit
header. Great header as well.
Oh, it is.
I've
just noticed there since dressed like he's going to be in a ring with them knee pads on.
The film.
He looks like an extra in the Human Centipede.
Get in. That's a beautiful, great header.
People asking, it's Jamal Lascelles scored. Absolutely fantastic Jamal. Cross by Fraser, and it's a great header by Lascelles. Great, straight to the deck.
It really is. It's great.
Matt Ritchie's celebrating there.
Lovely.
I think Hayden's in the first half, or the way that Lascelles has attacked that. You know what I mean? It was excellent. Really, really good.
How are you, lads?
Lovely ball. Lovely finish.
Really good work by Sir Maximan as well on the left.
I've got no idea how he kept that ball for that long and then managed to work it through.
So I think he's now 298 in the good, right?
I think it was a shot that just went a bit astray.
His hair's the worst, like, not going to lie.
It's poor. It's very 90s. That,
you know what it is? That's just reminded us. Fraser was getting grief in the week after the match because apparently he's done nothing since he signed for it. He's been a waste.
He's been injured a lot.
I don't think he's been injured a lot, mate. I wouldn't say he's been very good, like either.
Yeah, he hasn't really. Mark, I'm in agreement with those people. Like,
every time he's came on, he's looked good.
No,
he's played well.
No, he hasn't.
Not every time. He has played well a few times, like, but
he's had glimpses. But there's sometimes where he's literally done nothing.
Not a free kick.
I think the overall issue is he hasn't
cannot
played
give a free kick there.
His injuries have been poor, you know, but still, that's a good ball in there.
Oh, hello.
Yes.
See ya.
He's so good, man. He is. Honestly, he is.
We'll have that. Oh, come on, ref.
I think Hayden played for it. He did,
yeah. But you normally get them.
I agree. I agree. That's ours. How do you get it under control?
Oh, he can get it. Brilliant.
Nipped it. He's got it.
That's ours. Well done.
Well done. Great.
Get him in the book.
Hi, Mark. He has a shout by a new member. Fraser got sent off on purpose a few games back.
Seriously?
Aye.
Which game was that?
Sheffield United.
Oh, yeah, he got 2 yellow cards in the space of a second to each other, didn't he?
I'm not quite sure he meant to get sent off, like.
Aye, but the point stands though. He's an absolute idiot for doing it, wasn't he?
Lads,
here we
what
go.
lads, what we're going to do here
Oh,
is
what's happening?
you run left, you run right, and I'm just.
Anybody
gonna
see
straight
Shelby's
through the
interview
middle.
last week, dickhead?
Lads, Lee's just said on the pre-match that he got sent off. Go on.
Hard lines. It's a hard one to take. It was a good idea though. That was a
They've
good
been
idea.
working on that, haven't they?
I like that.
Yeah.
It was good. I like that. It's hard one to take, like on the volley, like well, kind of, but
I thought he was going to cut it back to.
He comes from
It's
anywhere
got,
like
like,
that.
the next to the box there
Aye,
for the.
it
The way he
bobbles
starts,
like
he's
mad.
not even in the camera, and then he comes in, and if he catches
really
that
hard.
right, that's flying in. That like
He's capable as well. Shelby hitting them like.
it's good. It was a good. It was well worked. To be fair, it was different,
was.
right? No, normally
was.
on them areas, I normally chip at the back post, hope for the header back across. You know, one of them ones.
it's not easy
Go
to
on,
hit a
get
ball
it.
first time like that. Like,
No, it's not. It was really whizzing across the, fizzing across the.
oh wait,
the
get
ground.
him hit. Fitzroy is still central again. This.
Let's just stay with him. Just stay
Well
with him.
in, Shelby,
Get in,
lad.
John Joe.
Get in.
Oof,
That's
crikey,
how it's
well
well done, lads.
done as well.
Okay.
Crikey.
Ooh.
Clip of his
He's let a
head,
lot
man.
go tonight, hasn't he? Which I'm pleased about, by the way. But he's let an awful lot go tonight.
He's had to,
I
mate.
think-
Like he's had to.
Yeah.
He's got to like try and like go under the radar for a couple of games now. Like
He's let a lot go.
Got it.
When I say a lot go, I'm
killing
not. I'm
him.
not
Do
meaning,
you know that
should be-
photo of the kid that's like got the veins popping out his head and like it's all
Oh,
like
yeah.
a meme? Like that's Mike Dean just waiting to use like do something, and that's what he's feeling like now, right now. He's just waiting for his chance.
Go on, Hayden, lad. Go on, Hayden. Go on, son.
Good pressure, lad. Yeah.
if you know
Shame
Hayden's
there
right,
wasn't anybody backing him up there, like.
his hands are going, "How lads? Like, where are you?"
Well, Lewis, get in there.
Oh, there was.
Hello.
Just stand them up.
Alexa, off. What the hell's going on there? Alexa's gone mental.
That's all right.
I've got 56, 50.
I'm with best
52, 53.
53, 54, 55.
No. Oh,
That's all right.
nice ball.
Good
Oh,
ball,
that's
mate.
it.
Go on your bike. Just couldn't get out of control.
Yeah.
He's done well there, you
Right.
know. Yeah, lad.
He did very well.
Get
Well,
in,
it's
John
Shelby,
Joe.
great tackle.
He's got it.
Great
Brilliant.
tackle.
I thought he
So
was a bit late there to start with.
somebody's just mentioned, Bessie, I'll let you do this because you've got the most power and voice out of the lower. Will you tell somebody's Alexa to play a song of your choice, mate?
I can't because I'm directly below where Alfie's sleeping, so I'm practically whispering at the minute. Because if I wake him up, then it's me. I don't want to wake him
Tell
up. He's
Degger, what's your favourite song?
some Elvis shite, is it?
Oh, I've got so many songs that I like. I wouldn't say I've got a favourite.
You cannot ask what's your
Right.
favourite song because
I just did.
how I know, but how do you narrow a song down like to one song?
Is it probably Holiday Road off the National Lampoon Christmas thing when I go to the log cabin? And
Degger, pick a song, right? Pick a
Lindsay
song
Buckley.
that you like and tell Alexa to play it.
How can I?
He hasn't got Alexa in the classroom that he's in.
No, man. I'm
No,
just
it's
trying to get other people's at home to start playing.
Oh, right.
Oh, okay. 2 seconds. Wait, this chance is gone because I'm a bit nervous, to be honest. Right, go. See it. Oh, no.
scrappy second half since the goal, like.
Yeah. Oh God,
he's
it's It's in.
Breaker.
Whoa. Just someone get your phone in, man.
Time in the world, man. Just draw the
That's all
foul.
it is. Well done, Isaac Hayden. What is it? Theirs? That's well done.
We could
Alexa.
have come on, feel the noise in
Shut
honour
up,
of Jamal
Mark.
Lascelles scoring. Oh, had you finally thought of one?
Well, no, I just thought I'd shout Alexa just for the sake of it, really, man. Oh shit.
Nah.
We said, there's if we weren't happy. And he went over the bar.
Oh, did I? I got nice cheese board from Netto a few Christmases ago. Like in heaven, were good.
Remember the carrier bags?
Aye, the dog on them.
Have a dog on them. Was it a Scotty dog?
Back in the day, there was another one. It was like all over the place, like literally just everywhere.
Aye, get on black.
Oh my god!
Oh, no.
And Willick's down as well. Two of them down.
Oh, everybody's down.
They're both pointing at their groins and all by the looks of things.
Mind you, this.
Oh, Willick's up all right.
No, he's still like pointing, isn't he?
Saint's a problem, like groin.
Doesn't look happy, does he? Look.
Lights out. I'll put the lights back on once I've seen him.
It's his thigh.
He's groin, that man.
No, he's rubbing the inside of his thigh.
That's where groin is.
Unless it's his.
Fuck me, honestly, Mark.
Going off him.
The groin's at the bloody. Look, I said it before. I'm not doctor, but my groin isn't on the inside of my thigh. It's at the top of my thigh.
Is it on the inside of your thigh, though? Is it on the inside of your thigh?
My knees are at the front of my leg. It's just, but it's not at the side either. Like
he's touching he's touching the inside of his thigh. He's not touching his groin. His groin's up.
Wait, right. I cannot wait. He stands up here and starts ripping.
Mark, after the abuse you were giving Joe Linton earlier on as well.
That is groin, that mate.
His groin is up there, but the physio was touching the inside of his leg, not his groin.
Either way, he's coming off in here.
Yeah, he's off.
He's fucked.
Yeah. Oh, could do without that.
Fuck's sake, this is bad, lads. Like, you can't be losing Miggy and Saint. Like, it's fucking bad. This is bad.
You know what I was just saying? Saint normally spends a few weeks on the sidelines.
He's just said he's off. He's just crossed his hands there.
I'm sure it was his hands that he crossed, wasn't his feet or his shoulders.
He's got not only has he got his knees strapped up, he's got his bloody wrists strapped up as well.
He's got holes in his socks as well.
Yeah.
Dwight looks absolutely. That's what I look like.
I don't know why they're focusing on Dwight York, because he hasn't moved, so he's obviously not going to come on.
Dwight York.
Dwight York. Dwight Gill. Dwight Gill. Murphy.
Is Keith Gillespie coming on now?
I'd rather it was Keith Gillespie.
Do you want to talk to Mark? Yeah, Mark's saying silly things. Mark's being silly.
Right, York.
No, do you know where your groin muscle is? Do you want to tell Mark?
I know where the groin is, but the physio wasn't touching his groin. He was touching his inside of his thigh.
Oh, God, we're still not.
Dwight York.
We've got more things to worry about than where he's.
I know.
Where he's touching them on his leg.
Dwight York's
We've already got. We've got knee Wilson. We've got knee Miggy, and now we've got knee Saint. Championship here will come. Good night.
No. I mean, it's not good. Of course, it's not. But like, fuck no. Good at that.
That's
Bestie's gone like a bestie.
I'm glad you can find it so hilarious at this point in the game. That's we've just lost 3 of our players to injury that are 3 of our best players. He's reacting worse than Steve Bruce on Monday on bloody whatever night it was.
Hey, honest to God. It's hilarious, honestly.
Right. You know when the back of your head hurts when you've been laughing too much? Like there. That's not the back, it's the side, isn't it?
I'll tell you what, it's definitely not your groin.
There you go.
Do you know what it is, right? I was this close to not turning up tonight, right? This close, and I'm so glad I did now.
That's a good ball. That's a good ball, yeah. That's it.
Now you've regained your composure. Can you actually think about the fact that we've got
Oh, I know.
Miggy off the pitch, Saint off the pitch?
I said losing them two is it's your two best players. There's
Yeah.
no, you know what I mean? It's the best two we've got.
That's all
And
right.
I'm not even thinking about this game or the last 25 minutes. I'm thinking we've got
It's the season.
these
It's
four
the
games.
season.
We've got these 4 games coming up that are so important, and then you've lost definitely Saint for more than 2 games.
There's no
right?
way Saint's back the next couple of games. Right?
Saint'll be out for a few weeks now.
Well, it depends if it's he's growing or not, doesn't it? Really. Nasty that.
Look at that comment.
Don't you start, Martin Burley?
Hey, honest to God.
I can't be the only one that saw the physio rubbing his hand up and down his thigh, not on
You're
his groin.
still going.
Mark, as you said, we've got more important things to worry about than where he's touching him. However you said.
Well, that's what. Don't let him cross it, man. Well done, Shelby.
Yes, well done, Shelby. Go get my Shelby.
Come on, Fraser.
Yeah.
Go on,
I totally
Fraser.
agree.
Oh,
The bounce.
come on. Give him it.
Go on, son.
Come on.
On away.
What happened there?
Oh, what's he give? Handball?
Why
Handball.
has he pulled that? Oh,
Handball against Hayden.
Was it his hand or was it his foot?
oh man. Fraser done well there, like.
Get up, Kraft. I'll do
What's
it.
scanning on with his head out there? Well in. Well done. Well
Yes.
Tackle that like.
Inside. Give me it. Ah!
Joe, man.
Send him out.
Oh, what's happened here?
Oh,
Hello?
shit. Did Joe stand him on the way back there?
I don't know if he's twisted something when he's. Oh, God, he's a Kraft down.
Oh, Kraft's down. Kraft's
He's
down
going
now.
away. He's going away, look that. Oh,
That wasn't Joe, was it? By any
Oh,
chance,
no,
on the
no,
way
no,
back?
no,
Oh,
another one.
Jesus Lord,
come
man. What's
on.
happening here, man?
They just banged the knees together or something. Is that Alec? Is that what it
that
was?
might be, Mark. It could be.
I don't think they were anywhere near each other.
Oh no, his knees.
Aye.
He's
Yeah,
He's gone.
It's the coming
He has
together
to
with Joe, isn't
he's
it?
took a bang for
it's
a
a coming
Joe, hasn't he?
together, yeah. Come
I don't
together,
know
then a
what's
few
happened.
seconds later, they're being...
What's happened to Emil, like? But
What's happened to Joe?
Because of his
It's
groin.
because of me groin.
nah, he's all right. Ooh, hello.
Ah, man, we didn't need that, you know.
We definitely didn't. It's not good at all, like.
It makes hanging on to this even more important, though.
Yeah,
lads.
massive.
Keep it tight.
The thing is, though, like, why are the players
Hayden.
picking this many injuries up? Muscle injuries?
In home games as well. Is this consecutive? Was the Southampton home game the last home game? Well, I've said home game far too many
Yeah,
times.
I know.
Yeah,
How many
well,
times
yeah.
did you say home game, mate?
Push him out. Push him out.
We've got the
Away.
3
Well
injuries.
done, come on.
Get away. Was that the last home game though? Manu was away.
Come on, Joe.
Was
Would
Chelsea
have-
was
Chelsea
away.
was
away. Yeah, it would have been,
That's
mate.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done, Joe.
It's Cooper's fault. Blame Cooper.
Aye, blame Cuba.
He's put more hours in.
I should. Slacking.
Yeah.
I feel as if second half's gone on for ages.
Aye. It's literally only just halfway through it now as well. It was this. Matt
No,
Ritchie.
Richie, that.
So who's going off, though?
Oh, one second, I'll go on mute.
Kraft?
Oh, it's a worry, isn't it?
Could put Hayden to right back, like if it is Kraft.
Probably your voice
Yeah,
there.
no,
Joe,
that would be all we could do.
Hayden the right back. Joe
Is that
goes
Richie?
in the middle. So,
Yeah, do you know what it is? This is a shout, this, right? So,
Kraft looks
subterranean
okay now.
music has just put this in. Injuries are happening because we've been playing low intensity football, sitting back for 2 years. Now we're asking them to close down and run more.
Could well be. I must admit that's always a worry with Saints. Oh God, he's
Right, can somebody go back like 10 seconds that is watching the stream and just screenshot Mark Walker's face a second ago?
Whoa, what you drinking there?
I don't know.
Is it a slush?
Blue slush with something in it.
Is it de-icer? Your
It's
lads
the only-
is trying to kill you off.
It's the only thing that's going to get us through the rest of this season now. Dear me. Out. Wow. Go on, son. Go on.
Well done.
Well done. Well done. Well done, Murphy, lad. Go on, son!
What a ball. Oh, I didn't realise he was there. To be fair, I didn't.
Nah, never did that. I thought he was through there, one-on-one with the keeper.
I didn't see that.
Defender was off the picture.
Defender, yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Good, yeah.
What do you reckon Bessie's having a conversation about now?
Here's Kraft, look.
Let's have a guess, see what Bessie's talking about.
Oh, Jesus.
Mini milk.
So what's kind of who goes like if Hayden goes to right back, is Richie going centre midfield?
Richie can't play right back, but the sensible thing is put Hayden there, isn't it? Put Hayden at right back and stick Richie in the middle, or stick Richie on the right and drop
Richie in the middle.
Somebody's got to play out of position one way or another.
Unless he goes straight at the back.
He's went straight to Hayden to tell Hayden. So,
oh God. Hayden's he's not doing it there. Well done.
So he must be getting Hayden to play right back.
That's too deep for that.
Unlucky.
See, Murphy can go right back, can't he not? And then Richie just takes Murphy's place.
Go on, Fraser.
Give it to Shelby. Oh, no, it's too late now.
Go on, Joe. Oh, left foot again.
I wasn't expecting to shoot there. Like. I mean, I don't know if he's moved Murphy's because Murphy's just came on as well, but weird one to shoot from there, like, isn't it?
He just hit it, hadn't he?
It's something like Cece would do, but it was a strange one. Like, because there were still players up with him and stuff, you know.
Space he's got on the right here.
Yeah, Hayden's got the right back there, look, doesn't he?
Shit.
Oh, Decker's ahead over here, I think.
That doesn't sound good, Decker.
Oh,
you have got to be kidding me, like.
How was Decker got that far ahead?
My phone went off. Sorry, there's notification from Sky. Came up and said 1-1.
Ruben Neves as well.
And my mate texted saying chocolate. And then I knew something had happened.
Did you mean Mackham?
No, he's a Newcastle fan. As I keep saying, they all call him chocolate. I try to tell the story, but no one listens.
We just don't agree. Mind you should do better with this, mind. Keep this out.
Has to do better as well.
I think Darlow saves that.
I disagree. I do.
100% I do.
I saw Dollar get beat as near post twice in the last game.
He's got to save that.
Yeah, he's got to save that.
Is it full stretch?
Come on.
Full stretch there.
No.
Yeah, he is, like, but it's...
He hasn't got his hand on it, has he? Hasn't got his full hand on it there.
He has to save that.
Commentator saying that as well. If Dubravka's playing on top form, he keeps it out.
Weak eye.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is? I don't want to get to the point where we're going to be like saying he would have saved that. I saw Dolo get beat twice on his post last game.
Yeah, but we did. But this is what my argument was last week. Someone said, "Oh, Dubravka definitely keeps that one out," and I went, "You can never say that." Like, and we all. And that's when I got annoyed because I was like, people just think Dubravka can save everything. Like, and he doesn't. He just doesn't.
He gets a good hand of that as well, like, and it just goes through.
He's got to save it.
Mine, Darlow, that first goal, I don't think Darlow could do much with it. He's got to move his feet so quickly to keep it out. The second one, I think he should save when it kind of goes past him. But that first one, the Rashford one, getting beat at a near post isn't the the be all and end all for a goalkeeper. Like for me, I probably get some abuse for that. Like,
No, I think goalkeepers come out and say that, but I think they just say that because they don't like it.
Oh,
You're part of the union.
no, honestly, that first one's it's just the power it's hit with. You see where Darlow's feet are. He's expecting the ball to go across. It's a hard one. That like, and you know I'm not normally slow to criticise Darlow as well. Like,
Yeah. So Alan said their goalkeepers hold a position on the pitch. We all agree. Of course we do.
I kind of it's a funny one because I agree with Alan there that it is, but I was also the worst player on my team and I played in goal. So so there's that.
Did you see?
ref.
I want to change the obviously conversation a little bit. That's a free kick all day long. That Fernandez is back as well in training by the looks of it.
I've kind of forgotten about him. You know what it is. He's probably my favourite player in the first team at the minute.
Yeah, I like Fernandez.
I like him a lot. He seems like a nice lad as well.
Come on, Kieran Clark, 2-1.
Do you know what it is, right? Obviously, Dubravka, he should have said that. We'll go back to that. But we've got to remember that, I think, Dagger, you would say this quite a lot. You've got to stop those chances coming in. It's literally another free header that they've had, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, I always think fullbacks, or actually not just fullbacks, but I never really see many people charge down across these days. No one seems to. They almost just stop and let
Just
the
stand
opponent
up,
cross
don't
it.
Why are you jumping out with that?
I still think that's why we play so narrow at times is that we invite the cross in because we think, oh, well, we've got some big lads that are going to deal with it.
Yeah.
Lascelles, I mean, that's one thing with our centre halves, Lascelles, Clark, Fernandez, Scher. They're all like useful in the air. Like, you know, they're all big. It's not like we've got a centre half who's going to kind of duck away. Or not that there are many of them, like, but
the problem we've got now with I feel with the personnel we've got, and I can't see we're getting a goal.
Yeah,
so,
I was just about to say that. Obviously, you got Miggy off, you got Saint off. It's your two attacking players, isn't it?
Yeah, you're hanging on for a point almost now. You feel
you're hoping for a set piece.
Such an important 3 points, this is, I feel like, to be honest.
Yeah, same thing. I think if you hold on against Wolves there, get the 3 points off them.
Yeah,
it's that little bit more for Fulham to do because Fulham, when they see them that gap decreasing, I think, and right, we're going to get them. Yeah,
especially when we've lost two big players as well.
Well, yeah, I mean, we've lost 2 tonight. We've lost 3 of them in total, but more.
Yeah.
When did Murphy come on?
That's the thing. I mean,
when did he came on for Saint?
I mean, how many games have Fulham won this season? Was it? How many is it? Anyone got it?
4 or 5?
And that's what I mean. So I'm sure. I think it's 4. I didn't want to say that and sound like a dick, but I think it's 4. And that's why any win now is so important, man. Like if you could win the night, they've only won 4 all season. Do you know what I mean? Oh,
the only chance we've got of scoring is either a set piece or hitting them on a break with, like Fraser through the middle or something like that with pace.
It's just a shocker, to be honest. Like,
can't even make any more substitutions either, can we? We've made 3.
It is 4, Decker.
You want to say 4, yeah?
1-4, drawn 10, lost 11.
Wolves have drawn a hell of a lot of games this season as well.
They've kind of...
Mark, you're a couple of seconds ahead of us again. Like,
what's he doing here? Like, good head of that. What's a foul?
foul. When do Fulham play tomorrow?
Yeah.
Who are they playing? Just when their bad run starts now.
Palace. We've got Palace next. Palace.
Is it?
Well, that's a big push in the back, that, isn't it?
Was that Murphy getting away as well there?
Yeah.
Yeah, well done.
It's a shame, you know, because obviously West Brom beating
Beating Brighton.
Brighton today was a good result
great.
for us.
Yeah, it was.
That was weird.
Oof, well done.
I'd mark you about a second ahead.
What, we're on 50.
Yeah, I'm on
One.
50 as well.
I'll pause for
2,
a second.
3. Mark, you're the worst
7.
person to be ahead because you literally comment on every single move that goes on the pitch.
Not always right, but you do.
Your job as a commentator.
That's it.
Right, come on, lad. This is where we need to like
Come
pick it
on,
up.
use that space. Fraser, give it Fraser. Ah, he stopped.
Right inside.
Come on.
Just as long as we've got the ball, it's all
Just go
right.
back to that patient stuff that was in the first
Chelsea
half,
did.
knocking around looking for the pass.
Come on, Fran.
I know it. Come on.
Oh, I shouldn't.
Go on, son. Go on, son.
No, that's all right. That's all right.
Oh,
Stay there,
what?
Stay there, Joe. Stay there. Stay there. Stay there.
Oh,
Oh my!
I think that's hit a defender on the line.
It's off the line, mate. It's off the line.
He's back as well, I think, you know. Great run by Murphy.
Murphy does
Mate,
very
it's
well
great
here.
by Joe as well. Look at Joe just hovering.
Oh, he doesn't know anything
back.
about it, does he? He hasn't got a clue.
I think it hit his groin.
No, he's watching it. It's handball, like, you know.
That's
No,
handball.
does it keep on?
That's handball.
Nah, it's not handball. That like
I think it is. It looked like if
It is,
looked
you
at
know.
that angle.
Handball.
VR looking at it.
Nah, give a corner.
I thought it was handball.
That comes off his arm,
angle
that,
looked
like.
it.
Oh my god.
Oh, man. Oh, Richie.
Fuck me, Richie.
I was convinced that was handball looking at that last angle. It might not have been. I
Need to
thought
see
it
a
was back.
replay here, like.
I'll show
I
you
thought it
now.
was his back to
Replay
start
is.
with. But I'm
Focusing on
assuming
him,
it's.
so they've got to be talking about him.
I'm
Yeah,
assuming
okay.
it's not like. I mean, it's.
We'll see, yeah. Ah,
It is.
That's up here. I mean, it's high, but it
It's,
comes off
it's,
his arm.
it's the t-shirt thing, isn't it? But yeah, I suppose
Yeah,
if he's sideways on in it,
His arms are in. Yeah.
Yeah, fair play. Hugo Viana coming on.
Oh wow. Mark, you keep picking your nose because people are asking if you've got an itch up your nose.
No, I'm rubbing my face.
Isn't it mad when you think about it? If you'd like just look over Daka's right shoulder, they're literally playing in there.
I know, I was getting that earlier on.
Mad, isn't it? Like how close we're all yet so far.
You've got to save that there, Martin.
It's poor.
Yeah, gets a full hand in it as well. Crowlesque that.
Well,
Yeah.
he gets a full hand of it, as you say, and the header's not that much power. The lad's going away from goal, so there's not a great deal of it power in the header. He's got a full hand of it.
Look, there he is.
Doll.
That's 2, isn't it?
Also had another fresh trim.
Mm.
Fuck's sake, honestly, man.
In the Andy Woodman podcast we were talking about before, old Graham gets a bit of a mention
Who's that talking about? Old?
in the Andy Woodman interview that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Graham gets a mention.
Graham Carr.
No,
Jones.
Nick, what's he called? Jones.
Oh, right, I see.
Did you just say Nick?
Nick?
I thought you said Graham Nick.
Graham Hick.
Graham? Graham Gooch.
Dwight York.
Ah, man.
Everybody that is watching now that we've got a little bit
lads.
downtime. If you would like to like the video, Would appreciate that massively. Also, if you do want to subscribe to the Gallowgateshots YouTube channel, we'll take that too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Touch.
Thank you.
Oh, the
I
space
see
is
some
out. Yeah,
absolute
man, come
shit
on.
on this fucking. Honest
Well done,
fuck,
Fraser.
it's so annoying.
Turn.
Honest
Well
fuck,
done.
Fraser.
Why have I just heard an echo of my voice about 5 seconds later?
You just heard of what?
Echo of my voice.
What have you
You
heard?
fell for it.
Give it!
It was me. I was on YouTube liking a video.
Ah,
Because I'm
right.
a team player.
Oh, you though?
Get it in. Still has much
Nah, I'm not.
Right,
I'm just,
Taylor.
I'm just angling for a move to the Athletic,
Pass,
really.
pass. Does anyone watch that?
The Athletic, it's a podcast. Oh, it's a ball.
Get it in.
Oh. Left foot, he's on his wrong
Get it out.
foot.
Get it out. Corner.
Corner ball, we'll take that.
Do you know what it is? I'm like,
We're still
heating's-
bloody creating chances.
my heating's been on for about 3 hours, and I'm scared to move to turn it off in case I miss something. I'm like sweating here.
Is it not in case you've got like that Homer Simpson imprint on the sofa behind you?
Oh,
Why
mate,
doesn't
it
he-
definitely will be.
Why doesn't he shoot there? I know maybe he's on his wrong foot. Like,
I think that's what it is, Mark. Like,
You just argue me as hell now, Mark.
keep that ball. Oh, yes.
get in. What? What's going on?
Keep us wiped out the lad there. Number 11 in goals a disgrace as well, mind. Yeah, he's punched him in the back of the head.
Punched him in the back of the head.
Are you good, Decker?
No, I'm not actually. I'm fucking not because I'm really not. I don't want to say anything because I don't want to say anything. I don't want to say anything. Because there's people that we know on here and I don't want to.
Is it that wall that Mark was talking about?
His groin's giving him a bit of chip. It's annoying that because we were still on the attack there, like, and I think this is why they're arguing because we were putting them back under pressure, and he pulls that back for what is essentially their goalkeeper fouling their own man. So why should we concede possession and position and stuff like that?
Have a shot. Have a shot, John Joe.
Do you think we'll get a goal? 3 to go?
Nah.
Nah, I don't. It's that thing. We haven't actually played badly.
He's bought that all day there, hasn't he? Dear me.
Yeah, he has. We haven't played badly in the second half, even for the most part. It's the cutting edge thing, isn't it? You know, it's the kind of.
When you've lost your best 2 players, I mean, any team is going to struggle when you've lost 2 of that quality, you know.
This is all about short term, really.
We've still created chances even with them off the pitch, though. So that's again, that's a positive. But
it's true.
Like,
I mean,
is we've talked about a lot of positives in the last few games, but the one positive that we can't talk about is results.
This is the best performance.
I haven't tested the keeper though since I've gone off. If I remember right,
I had that one clear off the line just there. Like, keeper was beaten there. Like,
I was wrong.
That's a shame. And it really doesn't that sort of really just sum up Joe Linton's time. Like, you know, what I mean, he even beats the
Unlucky
keeper there
out.
and it bloody hits the back of the defender.
I know, unlucky there. If he scores that, absolute lights.
Yeah.
If he's care to know, if he's actually care to know, I've finished that bottle of wine.
Are you sure, mate?
Don't let him come inside, man.
What's going on here?
That's what she said.
Behind you.
I knew that was your Decker. I knew it.
That's an awful pass, that, mate. Awful pass.
That was very good. I didn't even think of it myself. That's good.
I'll kill him and kill her. That's terrible.
Julie is asking. Let's have a look.
Yeah,
Julie's asking man of the match.
Humanity.
Yeah, Shelby for me.
Well done, Willock. Oh.
Couldn't get away from me. I think Shelby might be
Yeah,
a
I
good
think
shout.
who's left on the pitch?
Been the best player
Probably
on the
Shelby.
podcast. Well, probably Saint to be fair, but obviously Saint went off. But Shelby's been great all night.
Oh God.
Oh!
All right.
Do you know what it is? We're coming towards the end of the game, and this is what I like about YouTube. So you always get a little bit of abuse. So Jossa Pronan said, "I know Chris is so irritating. Just mute him." Jossa, I'm the one that mutes people. So
Not on YouTube. X,
Yes.
yes.
guess what's happening to you? See you later.
5 minutes.
Be massive if we get a goal, wouldn't it?
Oh, huge, mate. Aye.
Really huge.
Read about.
I suppose as well, you don't lose the game. It's a difficult one, isn't it? You know, you're at the stage of the game, you cannot lose it. Like
Watch the overlap.
that's
Yeah,
all
don't
right.
keep on him.
Murphy.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh. Get out. Don't foul him. 5 minutes injury time, man. Jesus. Oh, God. Oh, don't foul him.
Stop the cross.
Oh.
Well done,
Pushing
Kieran
the back
Clark.
there, isn't it? Isn't that a foul on Clark? That he did well.
Nah, was it corner?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was a foul on Clark. I thought he climbed all over him. Like,
It looked like it, didn't it?
Yeah, he's given him a push there, like, hasn't he? You'll see it from this angle better.
No, not really.
Oh, I'm on the shoulder.
Not now, lads. Not now.
Get rid.
edge.
Oh,
no.
Oh,
What a
a
save.
save.
Fucking God.
God, I thought it was in.
That's why he's there.
Yeah, me.
It's a good
That's
save.
why he's there.
What a save that is, by the way.
That's fantastic save, that.
Yeah, me.
That was back to like his debut against Man U. That those little saves he was pulling off. Oh my! Did he knock it on the crossbar?
I'm not sure. I think it just went
Possibly.
drop wide. Like
Oh my God!
Out. Oh, why is he gone down?
it looked like it had like hit his wrist back over. Do you know what I mean? I
Mm.
thought, oh God, maybe he hasn't got enough.
Touch. Away, man. Make sure.
Dardo
Go on,
doesn't save
man!
that.
Come on, Fraser.
I'm sure that hit the crossbar. You know. I'm sure he
It looked
like
like
knocked it up on the crossbar.
It looked as though it might have done.
Jesus.
Put him under, that's it.
Oh, will it, lad?
Do you know what it is like blow for full time here? Like
Yeah, you've got to take the point, haven't you, and just move on.
I don't read the YouTube comments just in case, Chris, if there's people ahead.
I've turned them off, mate. I turn them off when we're like this. Well, I don't turn them off. I can't see them.
Yeah. Oh, come on, out.
Out.
Well done, Jamal.
Yeah, it's just a case of saying this out now, isn't it? There's no.
Yeah.
We've got
Right.
9 men.
Show that
Ready,
save.
box.
Come
Shows
on,
that
lads.
save again now, man.
Just concentrate. Keep it tight. Don't. Eden.
It has to show you that save now. Has to.
Here we go. Oh, dear me.
Oh my word.
On the other side of the crossbar as well. Is it his shoulder?
Doesn't
It's
know
like-
much
it's
about
almost-
it. Like
He doesn't know
He just
anything about it.
gets-
It's almost straight at him. He just
Gets
tries
on
to,
it,
you
doesn't
know,
it? Yeah.
either side of him, it's a goal that way. You know what I mean? Like he's that close. You know, if the lad puts it either side of him, it's in.
Again, though, like you're saying, Dicker, you've got to stop that cross coming in. It's a fantastic
exactly.
ball.
But the lad on the edge of the box has time to put his foot on the ball.
Oh,
then
I
put the
didn't back
cross
off
in.
him.
We never, ever stop crosses. It's as if like, oh, well, I've done
We
my
can't.
job. I've run this far. It just happens every time.
That's a foul. He's got to hold Lascelles arm there.
Oh, anyway,
Yeah, look at Mark. Aye, look at it. Right,
Go on.
give him it.
Come on. Come on.
nick it.
Go on.
Nick it. Nick it.
Nah,
Another
nick
bloody
it.
hell.
I haven't got the
man.
pace. I haven't got the pace.
Give it. Go on, Lewis. Go on, Shelby.
Oh, penalty.
Why is he diving in like that, Shelby, man?
He's asking for it as well.
The ball was a short one. If anything, I think Shelby fouled
It
it.
was.
To be honest.
Absolute
Come
bad
on,
ball.
back stick.
There's only 3 of them there.
Get it in.
Go on, son.
Oh, they're out the box now, man. Look how many they've got edge of their box now.
Get it, Fraser.
15 seconds left.
I know.
Which game was it?
Get it in the box, man.
Man.
That's done. That'll be full time. We're
He's
what?
looking at his, he's looking at
We're
his
about
watch there,
30
isn't he?
seconds. We're about 30 seconds behind, so that'll be full time now.
Yeah, it's all over. Yeah, it's
The
all
phone
over.
hasn't gone.
Mine hasn't yet.
Yeah,
There
it's
it is.
done.
Full
Mine
time.
has.
1-1.
Oh, mine had, actually. I didn't see.
Yeah, man. I know I've lost a few players there, but I'm disappointed in that result. Like,
Yeah.
I think for long periods of the game, we're dominated. We had some very good chances. I think they're happier with that point than we are.
I don't know. We hung on at the end there. Like that last 10, 15 minutes or so, it was one way.
Since we conceded, I would say, apart from that chance that we had.
Yeah.
Another draw, man. We always draw with them.
Yeah, 9 and 12. The commentators just said there. Drawn the last 5 with them.
Frustrating.
Yep.
But big thing, Miggy and Saint, man.
That's the worry. That is the worry.
And we've got an international break coming up.
I don't know.
Normally one around now, I'm sure, around March.
There's normally
Do
cup
with it.
games as well, won't there be? There'll be their FA Cup games and stuff.
Yeah, League Cup. Is League Cup next weekend? Or is it tomorrow?
I feel deflated now. Like next month, apparently, bestie.
Next month. So that could be next week then, because it's...
Was that March?
I mean,
Did
we haven't got
you
it,
mean
back
March
end
or
of
do you
March.
mean like April?
So last weekend of March, we've got no games.
All right, so still a lot of football to go then.
Yeah, so it's definitely we've still got 3 games between that.
It's not what we need, is it?
So we've got West Brom
West
next
Brom.
week, and then we've got Villa the week after on the Friday night. So no doubt we'll be doing a live for that. Brighton Saturday after that, and then a week off. And then it's Easter.
I don't know. I don't know what to make of that one. We're still sat in 17th now. Fulham. Even if Fulham win tomorrow, they don't go above it, but it brings it to a point.
Yeah. And they've got the goal difference, haven't they, as well, so...
It's not looking good with those injuries. Like it's not.
It really isn't.
If you had to pick, because Bessie and both me and you said 1-1 at
Aye.
this one. So to be honest, I would have probably taken a point at the start of the game, but not with those injuries. Like
No,
Well,
it's expensive point, isn't it?
My heart was 1-1, but I just didn't want to agree. But I wouldn't have been happy with 1-1 either, though. Like for me, that was a must-win. I felt, but then it's a funny one because you're seeing that not thinking of injuries or situations in a game, but when we went 1-0 up, you're hoping to be able to see it out. And obviously, it's the 2 injuries. When you think of them 2 injuries, the damage that could cause moving forward, the games to come.
That's
That's
massive.
a big worry.
Massive, especially
really
with
is.
Wilson as well.
Dagger, do you have to be out of the office by a certain time or not?
No, mate. No, it's not.
Right. Okay. Do you want to take 10? We'll come back for a live reaction.
Whatever I can do, mate.
Yeah, can do I.
Right. Thank everybody for watching. We're going to take a 10-minute break. We're just going to go and sort ourselves out. We'll come back. We'll do an instant reaction. We'll go and look back over the game, our thoughts on that performance, and like I said, the injuries there. We feel quite deflated right now, but we'll see you soon. We'll see you in 10 minutes. Just stay tuned. There will be a video popping up on your notification soon. Click on that link and come join us once again. See you soon.
See you soon.